And welcome to Donaldson Park, Charlton, for the 1998 North Central Football League Grand Final between St.Arnaud and arch-rival Donald. Out in front of us at the moment, we have the St.Arnaud side doing a little bit of preliminary practice and so forth. They've gone into the game as favourites. My name's Graham Johnson, and I'll introduce to you my co-commentator today for special comments, Mr. Sam Scarce. Welcome, Sam.
Yeah, thanks, Graham. I'd appreciate if you don't call me Sam. I think that Sam Newman's been superseded. I prefer you call me Monica Lewinsky. How about Bill Clinton? I think Sam Newman these days is nothing but a poor man's Bill Clinton. So
what you're actually admitting, Frank, is that you're a stud.
Oh, I have been known to be for that, Graham. Yeah, I've been through 2 vasectomies. I've got 8 kids, so I'm going all right.
Well done. Let us briefly.
The boys from Sunshine City have just run out, Graham.
Yes. Here's the Donald combination. There is a belief around the camp that their centre forward, Jeff Berry, has sustained a hand injury in the preliminary final and won't play today. We'll look very carefully just to see if the guy is out there. But before we get totally serious today, let us mention some of the awards that are available to the players in the grand final, and the players that we refer to obviously are the St.Arnaud contingent. We have the Surf Coast Property Maintenance Mark of the Day. Surf Coast, a company owned by my co-commentator and came into fruition, I believe, just last week or this week. The Feeling Seedy Goal of the Day. The person there will receive a Feeling Seedy cap and a carton of the famous product. And Player of the Day has been sponsored by John Lovell Sand, Soil and Gravel, and the lucky winner there will get a metre of coarse sand. Frank, would you like to talk a little bit more about those awards?
Yeah, it's very interesting that Johnny Lovell's actually dipped his hand into his pocket, John. It's something he's very, very rarely does. We'll be looking to make sure we get the right guys there for those awards. There's obviously going to be a lot of other awards after the game as well. Just having a look at the sides warm up today, Graham. Shane Hamilton, you just got to have a look at the St.Arnaud side. He'd have to be the best credentialed player out on the field, having played with the Geelong Footy Club and the Brisbane Bears. Be a very nervous Donald boy who'd have to pick him up, particularly Certainly. With the form that he displayed in the second semi-final, coming back from a very bad knee injury. But having seen that game, Graham, I think you have to agree that he was just starting to move into pretty good form, and he only to get the ball 5 or 6 times around those goals, and it could be a good night for Donald.
Yeah, exactly. He really showed glimpses of the Shane Hamilton of old in that second semi-final. That obviously, hopefully, will give him confidence in his knee, and today we'd like to see a repeat performance. Any thoughts on possible matchups?
Yeah, I'd say that David Clossy will have to get a job on one of their prime movers, either Buchanan or young
Brooks, possibly.
Gene Brooks, who comes off a wing. So David has done a very good job in that role this year for the club. He's a stalwart of the club, and it'd be great for him if they get up today, of course. I reckon he'll pick up someone. But I think the Donald boys will be more concerned about some of the big guns from St.Arnaud, Graham. You've got a very talented player in the coach there, Simon McLean. They'll have to pay him a particular amount of attention. Bruce Hando, the full forward, they've got a few headaches out there, the Donald boys. Who do you think do you think they'll actually tag McLean and so forth, or do you think they'll just run with their normal game plan?
I wouldn't believe that they would tag McLean. I believe if the Donald side goes defensive against the talent that St.Arnaud's got, that
10 goals.
That would be a poor move. And to tag Simon McLean, I think with his strength and so forth, he'd be a very difficult guy to tag. And actually, I believe he'd thrive on it, as we see the St.Arnaud Football Club, its victorious reserves combination run by with the Shield, the Cup, etc., having just defeated St.Arnaud by 29 points.
Defeated Donald, actually, Graham.
Defeated Donald by 29 points. I
just saw the coach there of the St.Arnaud side, Kevin Ward, displaying a very, very good skill. He's jogging and drinking out of a stubby at the same time. And I just watched him for 20 metres there, Graham. He had 3 mouthfuls and didn't drop a drop.
Yes, well, he's had a lot of practice at that, Frank, and, you know, he's got to the stage where he's near enough perfected it. And I've got no doubt that by the end of the senior match, some of those boys there might have to ask on Sunday who actually won the contest. But anyway, good luck to them. They've gone through the season premiers and champions, undefeated year, and well done to Wardy and his crew of players. And also, while we're speaking about it, it would be very remiss not to mention Maury Wood and his under-16 charges, who earlier in the day brought home the bacon for the Saints with a 5-point victory. It got quite exciting there in the last quarter when Birchip came from behind, and with another minute or so to go, who knows, they could have snatched victory, but Saints played better all day and deserved their win, as the legend in the bakery industry goes by, and Mr. John Needs.
Yeah, actually, just I was going to give Manuji a bit of a mention, but just while we're talking about the under-16s there, John, I'd just like to say that, you know, what a fantastic it was good to come over early and watch that game. It's good to see Woodsy coaching the side, and he's got a very, very talented group of boys there. But the thing that impressed me about that game, Graham, was the manner in which the guys played, the discipline and commitment they displayed all day, and they did a fantastic job. I was talking to Greg Kirk before, and he just couldn't speak highly enough of the job that Maury Wood has done this year. Not that I'm surprised by that. Woodsy's brought those kids on beautifully. He's only probably got 2 or 3 standout players, one of them being... we've had enough of that, Jono. That's the national anthem there. We've had a gutful of that with the Commonwealth Games, so we'll keep talking here. No, so you know, so full credit to Maury Wood, and I think you know, it's just a sensational thing that very lucky for St. Arnaud to have a guy of Woodsy's experience, and that's still putting in for the club, Graham. Yeah,
most certainly. Woodsy's been a stalwart at the St. Arnaud club since the early 70s when he came to the town as a coach, and here. 20 years ago today, which would be something to be vivid in your memory, Frank. Maury played in the centre for a St. Arnaud premiership against the same combination today in Donald. We should also naturally make mention of the fact that Nathan Bibby, who just played in the seconds, is Maury's assistant. So it's been a good day for young Nathan in that he is assisted coaching in a premiership side, and now he's just played in one. As the national anthem has been completed, the two sides break free. We'll soon see the toss. St. Arnaud had won the toss in the first 2 encounters. Let's hope that they can complete the hat trick there, Frankie, and go with this wind. Although it's not a direct wind down the ground, it's running into the pocket, making play reasonably difficult. But I'd still suggest that it would be a 2, 3, possibly 4 goal win.
Yeah, it could even be more, Graham, even though the scoreboard in the other 2 games hasn't suggested that. It's bloody quite strong out there. If St. Arnaud gets the use of the win in the first quarter, they must endeavour to get the ball over the other side of the ground, because scoring from this side, we're sitting now, is nigh on impossible, as we've seen from the other 2 games. If you're kicking into that win, you've got to run the ball up and keep it low, as the St. Arnaud seconds did there. Nathaniel Ward kicked a couple of great goals in the second quarter, and actually the under 16s kicked the bulk of their score goals to that end by running the ball up, Graham. But no, it would be good to get that advantage of that win early and open up a bit of a lead.
Yep, the boys are pumped out here. They're in their huddle. Yeah, strange thing when you think about it, in that seconds game, the winning team, St. Arnaud, actually kicked more goals into the wind than what they actually did with it. They never scored a goal with the wind in the third term, and kicked 6 for the day, and 2 of them were in the second into it and 2 in the last into it. So, yeah, you're right there that it possibly isn't as significant, particularly for a good side, as it looks as if it is.
Yeah, that's right, but just having a look at the St. Arnaud side, it's interesting to note that a lot of the players playing for St. Arnaud, I'll just run through the side. We've got from the back line Carl Hoofer, son of a stalwart of the St. Arnaud
sharpest
football
elbow
club
in the history of the North Central League, his old man.
Robbie Hoofer, but actually I was talking to Robbie the second semi, Graham, and he assured me that Maury actually taught Carl how to kick.
That would have to be right, because Hoofer's the only bloke I've ever seen dragged in a football match for actually kicking a drop kick.
Yes, no, he never actually perfected that drop kick, did he, Graham? And he played for about 30 years, and he persevered with that kick. But it's it never gave him the rewards that probably it should have. But he was a great player for the club and carried the ruck for the St.Arnaud Footy Club for a lot of years, Graham.
The toss, has it been... I'm trying to look there.
St.Arnaud's St.Arnaud's got the win, Graham.
St.Arnaud's got the trifecta of tosses. Well done to caller Simon McLean, the coach, the snake as they call him. And the two dual coaches there, Frankie, as you start to go through that side, in Simon McLean and Hilly, I thought in the second semi-final they were the catalyst early in the game where they actually set the St. Arnaud side in motion, got them on a roll, and then Daniel Needs took over from Hilly and Jason Westcott took over from McLean in the middle, and the roller coaster kept going.
Exactly. No, I think they've provided tremendous leadership, both those guys. The St.Arnaud Footy Club was getting recognised for all the wrong reasons this time last year, and those two guys have come in and put it all together, and full credit to them. And actually having guys like that in and around the side does give players like your Needsy and McNally and these sorts of guys a bit of confidence, and they're doing well.
Yep.
But anyway, St. Arnaud kicking with the breeze, Graham.
Yep.
Just have a look at the matchups.
All is in readiness.
I'll try to work out who's got Shane Hamilton for a sec, Graham. You just keep rolling, mate.
Yeah, work out those matchups. Of course, another bonus for St. Arnaud is their match committee, headed by a couple of Sheedies and a Pagan, and with all that experience in the bench over there, one will no doubt see the sparkling moves at
There's the bounce.
There's the bounce, and Hill got the ball out of the middle and straight to McLean. And this combination as McLean kicks it down to half forward. Needs goes high. Punched off the pack. Coming through is Clossy, and he hit the post. Oh, what would have been a great start for the Saints with their typical flow-on style football evident from the first bounce with Hilda McLean to Clossy off the pack, and a poster goes on the board.
What a tremendous start, Graham. A terrific roving there by Stephen Clossy. He's a natural rover, that guy.
He certainly is.
Front and square, as they say.
It brings it in, and taking the mark for Donald there is Buchanan. Buchanan, who played an excellent game last week. Actually, there was a chance he was going to be playing for the Saints earlier in the year, but a friendship within the Donald region drew him to the Donald combination as Buchanan kicks it here to the wing just in front of the commentary position. Todd Cody gets the ball but over the line and runs it out as the umpire, commonly known as Hightower, who is a very consistent umpire, is in motion at the moment as the ball comes into play. Hill's in the ruck, knocks it down, tries to get it out to Todd Cody, and over the line it goes as Buchanan and Cody come into fruition there. And again, we'll see a lot of the play over here today, Frank, with this wing coming to the pocket. As the ball comes into play again, up goes Hill. Over the top of him goes the Donald player, and the ball is on the ground, and it's a free kick there to Big Hill for holding the man. The interpretation there from Hightower, the umpire. No, it's not going to Hilly, it's going to young Bales. Had a good season, Bales. He made the interleague side as he kicks this ball to centre half forward. Up they go. In front of the pack, McLean. No, it wasn't. It was Ando couldn't take the mark. Coming in there from Donald and spinning out with a long handball. Out here to a Donald player with a black armband on coming up, and he's tackled hard by Dave Clossy. Also Bales copped a hard one there from the Donald player in Nathan Sachs.
Clossy
Stewie Egan and just sort of let his opponent Lachlan Jones know that he was about there. A very keen look in the eye. And up they go. Needs takes it out of the way. Goes to the handball to Hayden Hamilton. Hayden Hamilton spears it towards full forward. Out they come up. Hando goes high. Ball goes to the ground. That'll test the knee out. In comes Jones. It goes for a handball that is knocked out of play there by the effervescent Steve Clossy.
David Clossy seems to have picked up Buchanan, Graham.
Right, is Wessie out here? Someone's following Wessie as the ball comes into play. Needs goes high, knocks the ball to ground. Out of the pack comes Shane Hamilton, spears a left foot kick towards goal, but the mark there is taken by Lee Brown of the Donald back line. That's Brown. Comes out, he's a left footer obviously, goes for a spearing kick, and it's a very nice one into the centre of the ground where Gene Brooks has taken the mark. Gene Brooks possibly opposed to Jason Westcott in the middle as Brooks kicks it up here to the wing side. Up they go. Hill goes high. Ball to the ground. Knocked forward as Todd Cody comes in. Hill's there also, and out of play it goes off the boot of Sean Burge, the fullback, who's a long, long way down. Obviously his full forward has moved down with him. If you can see that what the go there is. Yeah, that's what's happened. Hill out of the ruck, takes it, gives it to Martin with a handball. Very intelligent to centre half forward. Up in front, Steve Clossy. Nearly took the mark. It was knocked away. Needs,
beautiful.
Across now to Hayden Hamilton, who's caught in circles. Gives it back to Needs. Needs with a long flying kick at goal is way offline. And the second point goes on the board for the Saints, who are doing most of the attacking as we're 5 minutes into this first term, and the scoreboard, which hasn't registered anything yet, should show Saints 2 behind Donald yet to score, as Brown gets it from the fullback and goes for the handball to Brooks. They're going to have to watch this kid. He's a good player. Spears the pass. Oh, a beautiful pass too. It goes in here to centre half forward or the middle of the ground, and taking the mark is
That's
Sachs. And Morgan kicks it straight down the throat of John Hill, who has started very, very well again, and he goes with a handball to Alistair Egan. Oh, beautiful kick, Alistair, into the centre of the ground, gives it across to Needs, who gives it to Westcott, who sends it to half forward, and Hando's under this. Up he goes. Oh, beautiful. No, nearly not. He's paid a push in the back high tower.
There, Graham.
He's a very, very good umpire, this fellow. And that decision emphasises that. Actually, I thought it was pretty soft. But he's got the 117 goal leading goal kicker and medalist this year for the North Central League in Poodle. Son of the legendary Norm, brother of the legendary David, and he's rammed this one home for Saints. First goal, a beautiful kick. And Frankie, that just was evident there, where the under-16s and seconds, if we could be just a fraction critical of them, was that the area of the ground they used in an attempt to kick their goals, and we saw the Saints there put it out into the attacking pocket.
And haven't they started well, Graham, the St.Arnaud club? You know, they're controlling the game really, and if they can get that's a great start to get that goal now. Let's hope another couple flow from that. But Hill's controlling the ruck. Needs is giving them something up forward. Their little blokes are playing well. Excellent. And things are going well.
Yes, again, Hill got the knock, but to no one in particular. Ramahoy comes in there. Picked up there by the Donald player. It zooms out to Damien McCarty.
I'll just turn that phone off, John.
As Frankie, hit the post. Bad luck there to the Donald side. That's a poster each in the first 6 minutes of the game. As the businessman there, his mobile was just ringing. He's probably just turned off $1 million deal, but who cares when you got $1 million
anyway? Who gives a rat's ass, Jono, really?
Exactly. All is not enough. Up they go. Hill, he's done it well, but his hand pass was knocked astray. The ball comes in the centre of the ground. Richie Bales comes away, bursts through the centre, shoots it up here towards half forward where Needs is in control but couldn't handle the ball as Westerland is on the ground with him. The Westerland experience of him as he handballs it back to Brooks, who puts it into the middle of the ground, and Mark Griffiths, the captain coach of the Donald side, has taken the mark. Last couple of minutes, Donald as Hightower tells Stewie Egan. Stewie looks at umpires these days and says, "Your Honour." And as Mark Griffiths shoots the ball, it's a very nice kick into this stiff breeze up here towards the half-forward line. Knocked forward again by Donald. Martin's in pursuit. Good play, young Martin, as he knocks it towards the boundary line. And over the boundary line it goes in front of a vast crowd of supporters and spectators on the coach's box side of the ground. Ball comes into play. It's a long way. It's hard to see over there. As a milling pack of players gets around the ball, it's on the track. Martin picks it up. Gets a handball out there to St.Arnaud player, and a very intelligent handball goes to Burge, who's had a good season at full-back. Up they go. All a good mark in front of the pack Walsh. There by Damien Walsh. At centre half back for the Donald combination. He goes out to the attacking flank. And he has a teammate out there, I believe that's Griffiths, but it's knocked away beautifully by Hayden Hamilton. It ends again with Martin. Martin gets the handball out to Ramahoy, who spins out of a tackle, but then gets caught in the second tackle, and away comes Donald with a nice little pass into the forward line, and there's the mark taken there, I believe, by David Clark. I don't know. I cannot see.
Very positive attacking move there by Donald Graham.
That was an excellent forward thrust. That is young David. There's a bit of excitement on the hockey field behind us here. The Saints are in that one too. That's the A-grade final as he comes in. Oh, it's a good-looking kick at goal. They're clapping this one. We'll wait on the goal umpire, and he puts up one finger.
Interesting thing about the Donald spectators, John, they'll clap anything about Donald, won't they, really?
Oh, well, they'll try and buddy con the goal umpire. It's one where it's not a goal umpire anyway. But anyway, in the ball comes back from Birds, but all the kick's not too good. And coming in to take the mark is Mark Adams, the assistant coach of the Donald club. He tries to get around Hill. He does. He kicks it into the forward line there. Anyone home? Oh, a high fly and a beautiful mark. A beautiful mark there taken by the Donald boy, and that's young Clark again. Clark, the son of the Cookers Country Cookies manager at Donald. A couple of part owners of that place live in St.Arnaud. And up in a high flyer there from Donald. Ball goes to ground. And Westcott fights for the ball there with his Donald opponent, and the umpire comes in to ball it up. The scoreboard right in front there of the play shows Saints 1-2 to Donald, 2 points. Donald in the last 5 minutes have done very well as a handball comes out of the pack. Went towards McLean, and the ball ends up going over the boundary line and out of bounds. How do you see it at this stage?
Yeah, no, it's pretty tight, Graham. Well, you don't expect grand finals to be any different, I guess.
Exactly.
St.Arnaud haven't been able to do too much damage on the scoreboard yet. They're not playing badly, but Donald are playing well, so it's an even contest at this stage.
Yes, we're 10 minutes in, and we do have 25 plus time on here in this game, where the other two were 20 flat regardless. And force forward here. It could have been nearly a free kick pushing the back there to Brooks, but the ball is out of bounds again, strangely enough. These two senior sides are playing the attacking flanks, and the ball is not as often over here as what it has been in the previous two. Coming through is Alistair Egan with a dash of speed. All very good smother there by Donald. The ball's taken away there and sent up there towards Cashin. Cashin gives a handball. The ball comes in on. He's found his teammate there, and his teammate is Tony Goldsmith. Tony Goldsmith. Another short kick here towards, a lovely one-handed mark there is taken by Mark Adams. And he's only 20 metres out, directly in front of goal, as he was dealt with there a wee bit just as he marked the ball. There's been no actual physical fireworks or no actual one-on-one clashes at this stage, so it looks as if the two sides are just going to settle down and play football, which will be great.
Obviously, it's decided, Graham. They've got nothing to lose, and they're trying to take it right up to St.Arnaud. They didn't start with any silly stuff that we may have anticipated they would to unsettle St.Arnaud. They've done none of that.
As he walks in, and he deliberately kicks a goal. As the Donald streamers rise in the atmosphere, and the scores are level at the 12-minute mark of the first term. That's the Charlton Football Club Timber and Hardware. So they didn't pay anything to us today. That's the Feeling Seedy scoreboard, which shows St.Arnaud 1-2 to Donald 1-2.
Just shows you how easy it is to score up that other end, Graham. It's a bit deceptive, as we've seen all day, though.
It certainly is.
Teams are scoring up that other end, so it shouldn't be anything to...
a bit high to Cody there. The umpire didn't see it that way. Could have been holding the ball 6 and 1, half a dozen the other, so he decided he'll bounce it up. Still practically in the centre of the ground. He doesn't bounce it up, he throws it up. Up they go. Into the air it goes. Ramahoy comes out of the pack with a good kick, but no one home here for Saints. And taking this mark there is Brooks. Brooks has had many possessions already. Uses the ball to Cashin beautifully. These are the running players that the Saints have got to watch and curb. As Cashin kicks it to centre half forward, and nearly a mark there to
number 7.
Adams again, but the umpire has decided that it was an even contest and he's going to bounce the ball. That's at the true centre half forward position for the Donald side, about 50 metres out from their goal. Up they go again. Hill tries to get it over the back. Out of the pack comes a kick from Donald. Unknown, couldn't see. Forward it goes. Punched away. All bursting through there nicely was McCarty. Couldn't get the ball out. It comes to Clark, and Clark has narrowly missed. And he is very dangerous, young Clark, in these first few minutes.
Had a bit of the ball, Graham, hasn't he?
He certainly has. He's 3 or 4 times there. He's had the goal-kicking opportunities, and he's yet to register. And kicking it in there for the Saints was the full-back in Burge, and the ball's on the ground. A pack of players goes in after it. There's a hard tackle as the Donald combination goes in and grabs hold of Steve Clossy there, and the umpire says, give it to me, I'll bounce the ball. He bounces it, Hightower throws it up. Up it goes. There's a high flyer there in the ruck for Donald. He's being very, very successful jumping over Hill, and that's Nathan Saxey. I didn't realise he's ruckman. He's only 17-year-old, the kid, and he's got a very, very good leap. The ball is out of play in the Donald forward pocket. Up they go. Hill tries to get it down. It's knocked forward there by the Saints. Coming through is Jason Westcott. No one to kick it to as he shoots it down into the wing. Over the head of Shane Hamilton. The ball's in the favour of his Donald opponent here. Coming through nicely there was McLean, but he's tripped and down to the ground as the ball goes out of play.
St.Arnaud need to lift at this stage, Graham.
They certainly do, as the gusty wind comes up even stronger, and Needs tries to get the knock. Kicked off the ground there, and ends up with Cash and Luck's a fortune as he runs around and spears a pass across here to half forward, and the mark there is taken by John Morgan. Morgan shoots it up here, and it's a shocking old kick, but it's very difficult in the conditions. As the handball comes out, ends up with Burge. Burge who gives it across to Dave Clossy, I think it was, who gave it down the ground to the wingman there, the newcomer to the St.Arnaud combination. And I can't think of his name. That's Matty Thomas. Sorry, Matt, as Cashin again gets the ball in the centre. Oh, beautifully done by Bales. Took it off Cashin's foot and kicks it down here, but there's no one home for Saints. Has Donald got to loose people in defence? They're playing that well on the forward line. I'd find it hard to believe. He's taken one bounce, dodges another opponent, runs too far.
Let's hope they can capitalise on this, Graham.
Too far.
Donald have taken it right up to St.Arnaud in this first quarter. St.Arnaud need to settle down and kick a goal here.
Yes, they want to settle down. They want to start getting their running game going. As a long kick comes into the forward line. Oh, Poodle nearly took a mark and went through his hands. It's with Dave. Oh, that's over the top there, umpire. He didn't pay any free kick, and he just lets it go. And kicking the ball to the half-forward line there was Brown. He's got a few touches. Martin goes high. Couldn't take the mark. Coming in there was Bales again, fighting hard with the ball. And the umpire says, give it to me. As we attempt to look through a few heads here. Actually, I can see through most of them. As the umpire...
I thought there, Graham, that Bruce Hando probably led to the wrong side.
Yes, quite true. A hill down to Bales, but his kick goes nowhere. With the ball there and going well, and around the pack is Mark Griffiths. They're playing okay at the moment. Donald McLean gets the ball. Kicks it hard and high out here to the non-attacking flank. The ball eventually hits the deck, goes over the boundary line and out of bounds.
Young Bales is playing all right, Graham, at this stage. He seems to get a bit of the ball for St.Arnaud. He's an ungainly sort of a player, but he seems to find it.
Yes, he does as the ball comes in. No one really got that knock. Like we're talking about, Bale swings on the left foot. Again, there's no one home for the Saints, and Westerland has taken the mark.
I think the pressure Donald are putting on St.Arnaud at this stage, Graham, they're forcing them to take quick kicks. Donald is setting that wall up across half-back, and they can't penetrate it.
They certainly are. As it goes on, there's a free kick.
Oh,
it's 50 metres.
We don't want too much of that, Graham.
No, that's very undisciplined play. Right in front of the umpire. He threw the ball into his head, actually. And Big Hightower, the big policeman, doesn't take any nonsense. Thumps the 50-metre line down there. And taking the kick for Donald is Mark Westerland. It was Glenda Mark. Mark kicks it towards half-forward and straight down the throat of McLean at centre-half-back. McLean kicks it to the attacking flank, and it's a good long kick. Up goes Stewie Egan. Nearly didn't take the mark. The ball's on the ground. That's where Donald at the moment have the ascendancy. Gives it out there. Stewie Egan comes through hard, but Donald come up the track again. Oh, nearly taken the mark there was Rammer as it come over his shoulder. The ball is picked up again by Bales. Bales gives it to Hayden Hamilton. There's a St.Arnaud player down at half forward. Have a look as Hill takes the mark. Who's that down? He's just up there now. And that's Matty Thomas, and the ball's kicked into the forward line. Here's a chance here. Grabbed the ball. Who's that? Number 24. He's gone. He's gone holding the ball. And Carl Hooper has been pinged. Could have screwed it over his shoulder, but out they come again. The ball out here with Brooks. Brooks, who's having a good first quarter.
He's having a good quarter on the wing.
Too much pace there for Dave at this stage, and Brooks kicks it towards the centre forward line, and the ball goes out of bounds.
Another wasted thrust there forward, Graham. Should have done better out of that. We had the ball in the forward line.
Certainly should have. The chance went begging. At this stage, Donald actually leading by a point. As the ruck work from Needs ends up with McLean. McLean to Hooper. Hooper on to Bales, who's having a good quarter. Up they go. Ball's off the pack. No one there for Saints. Oh, well snaffled there by Hill. Can he get around onto his trusty left foot? Oh, he tried hard. He couldn't. Shane Hamilton.
What a goal.
A miracle goal.
I was saying at the start
on
of the
right
game,
foot.
He only has to get it 4 or 5 times in the game, and that's what he can do. I think it's his first touch.
It certainly is.
And what a great goal that was. That's class.
That's from the pocket where it's very, very difficult to kick goals, and he showed all his poise and experience in the snavelling St.Arnaud second goal.
McLean showing example, really leading from the front, Graham, in this first quarter, attacking the ball hard, getting in for it, and also getting a fair bit of it himself.
Yep,
he's doing very well. And so's Hill. Hill's playing well too.
Yep, working hard in the middle of the ground, but so are the smaller Donald players.
They've probably had the edge around the packs at this stage.
Yes, they have, as up they go. The ruck wet to Donald,
Westcott.
grabbed by Westcott. Out of the left with the left foot into the right attacking flank there. Going forward
Hamilton
there
again.
is Hamilton. Shane gives a handball back. Oh, there's a high tackle, not paid by the umpire. Handballs are going everywhere. Stewie Egan. Stewie, oh, he nearly got pinged. He did get pinged. Oh, that was very, very quick, umpire. He blew the whistle there in half anticipation.
He ducked his head, though, I think.
He did duck his head, that's correct. And the ball thumped away there from Brooks by David Clossy. That was another promising forward move there, but the free kick ended up knocking that prominent forward move off as McLean comes in again with a left foot, but there's no one home here for Saints. As taking the ball away with one bounce. He takes two bounces. He's had a good game, this Lee Brown. Kicks it up here to half forward. Alistair Egan's caught out of position, but does it well and knocks it over the boundary line and out of bounds. And Maori, that goal of Shane Hamilton's definitely a contender for the Feeling Seedy Goal of the Day prize.
Certainly got it at the moment, Graham.
He certainly has. As the ball comes back into play, I'd like to see a few more contenders. As the ball comes out of the pack, to no one in particular. Cashin comes in. He's met there by
gutsy mark.
And the umpire has paid. It was a gutsy mark. He gives it out to his assistant coach, and Mark Adams, who shoots at the centre forward. And a very good mark is taken by Tony Hoy. Ramar, as he's commonly known, he comes out to the non-attacking flank. Don't know if that's positive, but anyway, Cody's on his own. He's helped there by Steve Clossy. He gives it back to Steve. He takes one bounce. He runs in and he kicks it into the positive area of the full. Up they go on. A very good mark taken behind there by the Donald backman in Lachlan Jones. They're playing very good footy at the moment. Donald, the ball comes down to the ground. It's knocked forward. Donald in the van there, but a very good, and it's out of bounds on the full. As a very good tackle came there from Hayden Hamilton. It's believed that this is Hayden's final game of football. The lad's at 34. I don't know where that kick was meant to go, but it's here at centre forward. In is Steve Clossy. He spins around the right foot. He kicks it. This could go all the way. No, dropping back is the experienced Westerland.
He read that well,
and he read it beautifully. Takes the mark, and a very good kick finds Cashin. It doesn't find Cashin. Ball's on the ground. Shane Hamilton in the van, but he's there at number 12 in Mark Westerland. Got the ball out to a teammate.
Brooks.
It goes high. Brooks went high. Then kicking it forward there was McCarty for Donald, and he follows and butters up and picks it up well. Can't keep his balance. And the ball is in a milling pack of players there, and the umpire crosses himself and says, give it to me, and I will ball it up or throw it up.
St.Arnaud haven't used the ball quite good enough, Jono, at this stage. You think it's nerves?
Oh, well, they're a different game, grand finals. Could be some nerves in it, without a shadow of a doubt. They're only human, as Martin. He's only a kid, 18-year-old, kicks it down here towards McLean. And sitting on his head there was Mark Adams, and shot it up here towards half forward, and the ball was knocked out of play there by Martin. Some of the spectators were calling deliberate, but the big umpire said he doesn't have a bar of that as the ball's in the ground. Coming through his bails, he's tackled high. Oh, he's called it holding the ball. Oh, gee whiz, they're deadly on that today. As long as they're consistent all day, and both umpires play the same interpretation, that'll be fair enough. As Needs takes a solid mark at centre-half back to thwart this Donald attack. He's heading down the guts of the ground with a long kick over the centre of the ground. Up they go. Oh, nearly a mark to Hamilton. Ball hits the ground. Taking it away again is Donald. They're playing very good football at the moment, and their use of the ball is very good too, as it lobs in the arms of Sachs. Sachs kicks it up here towards that, but Needs is on his own again. He picked him out. You want to go here? He's gone with a handball. Gives it to McLean. McLean gives it to Birds. Birds is no one to kick it to. And up they go. Oh, well done there by Hoofer. Knocked it away. Got a handball out. Shane couldn't get it. He put through with his experience and knocks it forward to Hilly. Hilly, like a big giraffe there. He's got the ball. No doubt come Donald through Cashin. Cashin spins away, uses his pace and takes a bounce. He thought about another one. Oh, gee, he nearly ran too far, and he kicks it straight down the throat of Needs again. Here's a stumbling block at centre half back. He gives it to McLean. Saints, here's a chance as McLean kicks it high and long towards half forward, but again there's no one home for the St.Arnaud side. I think they might have to start looking at leads to kick it to rather than bombing it into the forward line. And it was a very, very good mark there to Lee Brown, who's played a very good first quarter. That's Brown. He kicks it out here. He's got a teammate out there who takes the mark. No, it's knocked away. Could have nearly been paid. Knocked the ball forward, does Thomas, and the ball goes over the boundary line and out of play. Half forward, it's the attacking flank for the Saints. A goal would be needed here. We're about to go into time on, and coming through with a handball there was Glossy. Gives it to McLean, who goes for home with a long hit the post. Just nicked the outside of the post for another point.
Saints seem to be a little bit flat-footed in the forward line, Graham, going in.
They do. They're bombing it in. At the moment, the method's not there. Let's hope it comes. On the Surf Coast property maintenance scoreboard, we see the Saints at the 25-minute mark, 2 goals, 3, leading Donald 1 goal, 3. I don't think that's a good enough lead with the wind, but as we know, they can score with it or needs with the wind. Stewie Egan comes. Takes his time. Oh, that could be dangerous, but Needs has taken the mark. Oh, he hit him in the cods, I think.
Oh, he's reversed it.
He's reversed it. What a load of crap, umpire. You're an idiot. I don't care if you're a copper. And he's got the ball there into the hands of the Donald captain, coach, and Mark Griffiths, who kicks it half forward, but taking the mark there is Rammer Hoy. Rammer seems to be more half back than on the wing, and possibly is playing there as he kicks it to the wing now. Up they go. Oh, nearly a mark there. Ball hits the deck, and again Donald take it away with pace. Shoot the kick up here towards Tim Morgan. Morgan kicks it to centre half forward. Up they go. Punched away by Birds. Westcott gave it across there to Martin, who kicked it down here to Shane Hamilton. Nearly took the mark. Ball's knocked down as in come Donald. They're in the van again. Picking the ball up there is Saxey, who's played okay. He goes backwards, but finds his teammate there in Mark Westerland. Westerland to Cashin. And they're giving Saints a bit of the run around at the moment.
Yes, their little blokes are really, really running to those spaces, Graham, and they're prepared to chip the ball short and keep possession.
They certainly are, and Cashin runs away. Oh, Wormburner went in the air and went nowhere. Punched away by Hoy. Goes to the outer side of the ground where the race is on between Thomas and Morgan, and the ball beats them both over the boundary line on the outer side of the ground. That's the coach box side of the ground.
It's been a very even first quarter. Graham. St.Arnaud would have hoped to have done better with this win.
They certainly would have. Scrambling players, the ball comes out of the pack to Hayden Hamilton. His kick smothered, and the ball goes over the boundary line and out of bounds. Practically in front of the Donald's Brains Trust, who at this stage you would think would be reasonably happy with what they've seen. And out it comes to Hamilton. That's Shane. Kicks it into the forward line. The ball goes all over the place. Ends up with no one. But, oh, gee, Donald are playing it well. Coming out of defence beautifully. Ends up again with Jace, but Stewie didn't quite get him, and through comes Needs. And he's been a stalwart at the half-back line. But he goes that non-attacking flank again and gives it to Todd Cody. Oh, isn't packed here. We need a shepherd. As it comes to Steve Clossy, who's got the ball. Steve Clossy goes around on the left foot as Bars. Oh, he kicks a worm burner. Goes to no one in particular. There's Hill and Westerland. Tries to kick it off the ground. And picking it up as Hoofun. He goes for goal. Oh, didn't quite come around to be a contender for the feeling seedy goal of the day. And another point goes on the scoreboard.
Donald's disposal seems to be a little bit better by foot, Graham.
It certainly does, and that's into the wind. More difficult to kick the ball into the wind. It comes into play. Up they go. Oh, and a very, very good mark is taken there by Walsh, sorry. Walsh kicks it up here towards our forward line. There's a lead on here for Donald, and he's taken the mark too. That could be 52 if you don't be careful, son, and it's Morgan now. And Richard pounced their peanuts, and he kicks the ball up here towards half forward. But knocking it out of play there was Alistair Egan. Been solid, Alistair, in the first quarter. Saints finding it difficult to get their running game going in the conditions. And Donald taking advantage of that fact as the ball comes into play. Up they go. Ball on the ground. McLean can't get it. Coming through there was Steve Clossy. No free kick paid. Ball's kicked up here towards half forward, and in comes Egan Alistair and goes to the attacking flank. Up towards his brother. It goes over his head. Ends up there with Brooks, and he's away. Look at the pace. Shoots it out here towards the half-forward line. Leading in the van there for the Donald side is Mark Griffiths. He brings it in towards centre half-forward, and Cashin's on his own. All they're running around very well as the siren goes and cuts off a very promising Donald forward move. At quarter time here at Donaldson Park in the 1998 North Central Football League Grand Final, the quarter went for 30 minutes, and Saints kicking with what is believed to be the scoring end go in at 2 goals 4. Donald 1 goal 3. Frankie, your thoughts on the game and better players at quarter time?
I just think at this stage, Graham, Donald are playing like a side that have got nothing to lose. They're taking it right up to St.Arnaud. Their little players seem to be a little bit more damaged all around the ground. Brooks, Buchanan, these guys coming out of the back line, they seem to be using the ball extremely well. And really, even though St.Arnaud hold a narrow lead on the scoreboard, you'd have to say that Donald actually won that first quarter. They seemed a little bit more eager and willing to run in numbers, and I think St.Arnaud have got to do a bit more of that themselves this quarter, particularly kicking into the wind. I thought coming into we didn't use the breeze quite well enough. We seemed to get trapped over this side of the ground. Our forwards seemed to be a little bit flat-footed at times, but at the same time we are in front, Graham, and let's hope that they can maintain the lead in the scoreboard. But I think they'd have to do a little bit better than they played in that first quarter.
Yes, most certainly. Time will tell. Coaches are out there with their respective charges now, and at quarter time it is St.Arnaud 2 goals 4, leading Donald 1 goal 3.
Some of the better players for St.Arnaud, Graham, you'd have to say young Bales has played quite well. Young Neeji's dropping back. He reads the play a treat, young Neeji. He's picked up a few marks and that around the grounds, contested well, and I think the coaches played well as well. Shane Hamilton's come into the game, kicked that nice goal and has done a few things, and the back line has played quite well. But I think Donald would have to have more players up at this stage, Graham.
They certainly have. When you go through their list, you see the likes of Tony Cash and Gene Brooks have been getting many possessions. There are 2 coaches in Adams and Griffiths also getting possessions. And a guy, in the back line, Lee Brown, has played a very, very solid game in that back pocket there. Saxey also, and overall, Donald have probably had a more even performance from their whole 18 players compared to St.Arnaud.
It's early days yet, though, Graham, and I just think that St.Arnaud need to regroup. Simon McLean will be saying, OK, we've won the first quarter. We haven't been that positive with it, but let's win the next quarter, put that one behind us and get on with it. And if they start running together a little bit more, be a little bit more willing to get there in numbers, I think the game will turn around in St.Arnaud's favour. We've had a few players down, as we know. They'll all want to lift, and hopefully we can get a positive start to this quarter and get a couple on the board early, Graham, which always makes a difference.
Certainly does. I think the Donald matchups are obviously working, because the major contributors to Saints throughout the year seem to, at this stage, have most of their supply cut off, and their back line, I believe, was absolutely outstanding in that quarter. And,
yes, Glenn Westerland, we didn't mention him before there, Graham. Like with his experience down there, he took 3 or 4 telling marks. He struggles to pick the ball up off the ground these days, but his experience means a lot, and he's done quite well down there.
Yes.
He's obviously takes the role as the captain of the back line. Yep. For the Donald side. We need Bruce Hando, who's been under a bit of an injury cloud. He missed most of the second semi. He is our leading goal kicker in the league. We need a little bit more out of him at this stage, Graham.
We certainly do, Poodle. But then again, the way they bring the ball into the forward line is going to have a big say in that. Perhaps the thought of swapping Poodle and Stewie around just for a part of the quarter could prove and bring some dividends. Also, the umpiring at this stage, they're obviously decided that there's going to be no stuffing around at all. Any little bit of after the ball leaves, or a little bit of a niggle after a player actually gets a free kick or a mark, will be given a 50-metre penalty. So that's another thing that the players have got to take on board. That number one, you either just don't do those things, and if you want to take the risk, well, it's obvious that you're going to be penalised.
Yeah, I thought young Nugent was a little bit unlucky there. He copped one first, and the umpire caught him retaliating. But that's the way it goes, Graham. You can't afford to do those sorts of things. But let's hope that those couple of indiscretions we've seen in the first quarter, that's the end of it for the day.
Yeah, well, we would hope so, because what one doesn't want to see here is the umpiring get to the stage where it gets the tails up of the opposition, and it's strange how 2 or 3 decisions and a goal or two would just give a side a lift in confidence, and they start, more or less playing to or above their ability. And I've said all year the only thing that'll beat St.Arnaud this year will be themselves. They're by far the best combination. They're the most even side in the competition. And this second quarter will probably give us a real good insight into what the final result may be.
Yeah, I believe that's very true, Graham. I think St.Arnaud aren't playing all that badly. They can certainly lift, but and they've got the ability. You don't see a team with this much ability stay down for too long, and I'm sure that they'll lift this quarter, get a good start, and things will start flowing their way. If they don't, like I said, all is not lost. A lot of good teams have come from behind before, even though St.Arnaud's not behind. We might be getting a little bit negative here, but I'm just hoping that they get a good kick-off and move the ball down quickly, and it'd be good to see Bruce Hannah and Stu Yegan get amongst it, get their confidence up, and we'll be away.
Yep, exactly. The coaches have finished their quarter-time speeches as the spectators start to leave the arena, and all will soon be in readiness for the commencement of the second term in this 1998 North Central Football League Grand Final. Goal kickers at this stage, we recall that one of Shane Hamilton's. The first one was kicked from St.Arnaud forward. I just can't recall who it was. Wasn't Poodle.
I don't think so, Kat. Losses at the moment, Graham, but anyway, young Craig Simpson's moving across here at the moment. He may be able to tell us.
Jeez, another legend. There's that many here today. We are, by the way, Gavin Wanganeen gracing our presence here today, the former Essendon champ, now Port Power captain. He's up here with former St.Arnaud player in Barry Young. As the ball goes in the air, up they go. No one really got the knock, but Hill down to Hayden Hamilton, who kicks it half forward, and there's Donald, Backman are on their own all the time as Brooks takes it away. I know he's caught in a little bit. He gives it across to Weston with a handball. He gives it across to Morgan. No, that's Walsh. And Walsh just kicks the ball nicely down here to McCarty. McCarty into the centre of the ground as they use the ball well, and finding Mark Griffiths. There's a promising forward thrust here by Donald's. Mark Griffiths goes long into the forward line. Up they go. Oh, nearly a mark there to Donald's. The ball goes over the boundary line and out of bounds beside the point post, deep in Donald's attacking favour. In it comes. Up they go. Hill tried to get the knock. There's a tackle by Alistair Egan on his Donald opponent in Tony Goldsmith, and the umpire says, "Give it to me," as he does a bit of a juggling act. And we'll throw the ball up. Up the ball goes. Up go the ruckman. Knocked down. Oh, and it's a free kick there to Hilly. Hill. Pushed in the back there by his opponent, which was John Morgan. Hill kicks it up here to the wing position. Up they go. Punched away there from Cossey by his opponent. And the ball right in front of the commentary position there was a half overweight boundary umpire. Oh, have a look at that for style. Drops the ball in. Up they go again. Needs has also been free kicked for pushing in the back, and this time it is, and he's not even in there. Yeah, Saxey, who has got the free kick. He kicks it deep into the attacking zone. Oh, up they go, and a push in the back again. This time again to John Hill. That's 3 pushes in the back in the last few seconds of the game. There's Hill. There's no one giving him any major areas to kick. This could go out on the full as the wind grabs it and away it goes. And nearly hits us on the head. And the kick is going here to Glenn Westland. I don't think he knew that it was his. And he kicks a short kick in here to the wing position in the centre of the ground, and taking the mark there for Donald, I believe, is McCarty. Oh, he goes sideways, nearly cleans up the umpire, but there's Donald players everywhere here as Harmer picks the ball up, goes to half forward and dropping back nicely there is Rammer, plays on, oh, and he has it stolen from him, running into an open goal, and he bangs it through for a point. Oh.
There's a let off there, Graham. Tony Hoy should have had no need to play on, probably no talk.
No.
Should have went back and taken his time and taken his
That was
kick.
Tim Morgan who had the opportunity there to kick a goal for Donald. That was a real let-off there. We've seen a lot of the old play-on phobia today through, particularly in the underage game where Mark's 20 and 30 yards out and they decided that they wanted to play on. Anyway, lesson will be learnt as we wait for the ball to be brought back to...
Just shows you how hard it is to kick goals with that wind, Graham. There's been some relatively easy shots missed. So I don't think we're going to see a high-scoring game here today. 10 to 12 goals may be enough to get up.
I think you're right. It's a very difficult day to kick goals, and we have a lost pill that's now come back into the arena.
Cody's kicking in.
And Cody, the Todd variety, brings the ball back in. Is there anyone here for Saints? Oh, that could have been in the back. The ball was punched over the boundary line by Westerland. Punched over the boundary line. We're waiting for the ball to come back into play. Up it goes. Knocked forward there by Hill. It goes to McLean. He handballs away towards the boundary line and over and out. Saints are trying to push the Donald side into the negative pocket here. As the bin comes in, goes to McLean again, who handballs it over the line again and out of bounds. Very, very difficult in that area to kick the ball because the wind could pick it up and take it out on the full.
It's very important that St.Arnaud forwards are in front with the ball coming.
Certainly is. As the knock comes to Bales, that looked like in the back as they get in there fighting hard for it.
Gee, it's tight, Graham, isn't it?
It's certainly tight, all right. Very, very tight. And
it's going to be a real struggle all day. As soon as it's been set, both teams are throwing themselves at the ball at every occasion.
Certainly is, and knock comes there to well done there, Alistair Egan. He knocks it forward. It comes off the boot of Hill. It goes forward. Martin's in the van there. Knocked forward again by Donald. It goes to Cashin. He kicks it to forward, but up they go. That'll be a hard mark, but very well done there by Sean Burge as he takes that strong mark in the last line of defence for the Saints. Donald constantly in attack. As up they go down, a ball comes to, and a very solid bump. Has put on a Donald player there by McLean. That player was Brooks. He bounced straight back up. The ball comes into play. Knocked forward there. Oh, and the umpire has given... that's pathetic.
It's not our fault he's that bloody small.
Yeah, unbelievable. He's deemed it too high by Bales as the ball comes down there. And again, it goes over the boundary line and out of bounds in a very uninspiring patch of play here with the ball constantly out of bounds. Of course, the wind has a hell of a lot to do with that. Scoreboard is Saints 2-4. 5 minutes into the second term. Grabbed by Hill, a handball to Bales. He gets rid of it under a good solid tackle. As in comes Westcott. The ball goes forward. It's grabbed there by McCarty. Handball fires out a handball to there in Tim Morgan. There's a high giraffe kick. Oh, Cody through high, punched it away. So does Milner. Coming in the pace of the Donald side, comes away. Although Steve Cossio ran. It's grabbed by Bales. He's tackled again. And the ball again.
Gee, St.Arnaud putting a lot of pressure on Donald coming into the forward line, Graham, aren't they? Which is fantastic.
It is. I'd like to see Saints start to get forward themselves at the moment, but it's not happening as the ball's knocked down. It's grabbed there, and a flying shot at the goals is way offline by Ian Davidson, and it's out of bounds on the full. Doing most of the attacking, Donald, early in this second quarter.
St.Arnaud need to break clear of this congested area here. try to move the ball quickly into their
And
forward
you
line.
can't go. That wind is holding that ball up the line. Beautiful mark taken there by Westland, who's drifted down. They've brought him into the forward line, possibly because of his marking strength. And it's a good pass and spilling into the ball. It's play on as it was touched, going over the first pack of players. And, he's a bit pissed off, that guy, number 7, and Mark Adams. He thought he had the mark. Actually, so did I. Up goes the ball. Flying high was Needs. Try to get it out of the ruck. Couldn't do so. Ball's on the ground. And out comes to Clossy from Burge. And Clossy kicks it out here to the wing. Westcott's in front as the ball comes towards the boundary line. Westcott picks it up. He goes inboard with a handball, but it gets to no one. Thomas is under pressure as he handballs it to Shane Hamilton. His handball goes nowhere. Coming in is Dave Clossy. Calls on hands and knees, but again Donald come away. And that time it's through young David Clark as he shoots it into half forward. Coming through there nicely as Goldsmith kicks it towards the goals. Todd Cody nearly marked the ball. Can't get it. I mean, here's a chance here for Donald. Up and over, and what's what they call an up and under giraffe kick. As the ball is coming again, as the pace of Donald in number 19 and Mark Griffiths as he handballs it to no one at all.
Tremendous pressure again from St.Arnaud. Tremendous pressure again to force the error from Donald.
What's the area of this? They've got to hold Donald at the moment. Up they go. Hill from behind. Takes a big knock. Hayden Hamilton runs onto it. Gets pushed off the ball.
He was caught.
And it's holding the ball there as the player is tackled there by Matty Thomas.
Just an observation, Graham. St.Arnaud seemed to be a bit harder at it this quarter.
Yeah, fractionally harder. I still think that the pace of Donald, strangely enough, is a worrying factor. There's a beautiful left foot kick from Thomas up here towards half forward, but gee whiz, up they go again. And taking the mark there is Mark Westerland. Kicks it towards half forward. Anyone home for Saints? Alistair Egan nearly took the mark. Butters up on the ground, gets a handball, and he called it a throw.
Jeez, you got a hand to that.
You got to be joking. They are very, very technical, these guys today. Very, very, very technical. And with the ball we have...
That's Griffiths, is it?
Yeah, Mark Griffiths. He's going to be lining this up. It's a beautiful long kick, but it's drifting offline with the wind and goes through for 1 point.
Well, we're 10 minutes in, Graham, and no one scored a goal this quarter. St.Arnaud haven't sorted past centre half forward yet, really?
No, they haven't. It 2-4 Saints to 1 goal 5 Donald, and we wait on the fullback to bring this into play. Again, it's going to be
Cody.
Todd Cody. Oh, he's gone straight down the middle. I don't know about that, but
good mark.
He's never let him down. And there's a couple of pricks in front here. They're very hard to see through. But anyway, we'll do our best. And Needs gives it across there to Hoofer, sorry. Hoofer kicks it down here towards half. Steve Clossy ran off the pack. Heads up towards 4-4. Out comes Hando. Nearly took the mark. Spins on Thrippins. Gets the ball back to Shane Hamilton. He spins on Thrippins and kicks the ball off. And he was heading for his brother Aiden, but chipping in front of him was the Donald defender. You're hard to see through, mate.
Mate.
Hey, mate, you're hard to see through. You're also bloody deaf. And that's a handball over the top. Comes to John Morgan. Morgan kicks it down here towards half forward, and Martin takes a very solid chest mark at centre half back. He's been prominent early. Martin kicks it up here. No one home for the Saints. He couldn't take the mark as it drifted over the top of the Donald guy. Bringing the ball around there, I believe again it was Clark, and he used the ball beautifully and found his teammate on centre wing outer side of the ground. Donald, although not showing ascendancy on the scoreboard at the moment, seem to be doing most of the attacking moves. As the kick comes up here, Hill takes the ball from the ground, gives a handball to Matt Thomas, who gives it back to Needs, who fumbles. The ball goes forward towards Martin again. He butters up and follows it along the boundary line. Goes to no one in particular. The ball's on the ground. They're fighting in there now. Out it comes. It's a Saint player. I can't pick him up as he kicks it to centre half forward. And again, Clark of Donald has taken another good mark. By gee, that kid's playing a very, very good game. Started off in the forward line. He's now in the back line.
Mate, hey.
Listen, mate, you piss off. As the ball comes... No, but you fucking will.
John,
Steve Clossy comes away. There's a handball. Gives it across to Jason Westcott. Back to Bales, who charges through after a fumble. Gets a handball with no one in particular. The ball swafted away as Donald are going in hard. Coming out there is Harmer with a handball. Gets it across to his teammate, but it's knocked away there by Matty Thomas as the contest starts to pick up on the outer side of the ground. The birds in front here smoking, nearly choking a bloke. Steve Clossy cubs the ball. He's having a very good quarter. The last 5 minutes he's been right in it all. That's a very good mark to McLean. From that kick, he shoots it up here towards 40. He's looking for Hando. Up he goes. Oh, nearly took the mark. Ball goes to the ground. It's kicked forward there by a Saints player. Off the ground again, and
Shane Hamilton off the ground.
Kicks a point. Would have been a handy one.
It's a good move forward, Graham.
That's a very good move. One of the most promising this quarter by the Saints. Well, they got it up there. Goal would be handy after all the hard work Donald's done for no reward to this stage as the ball comes down the centre of the ground. Up they go. Needs takes the mark. He's playing a very, very solid game. That's probably about mark number 6 or 7. And we're only 10 minutes into the second quarter. Make that about 15 as he shoots it up here towards forward, and coming out was Hamilton. Couldn't take the mark. I think the kick was meant for McLean. Ball's on the ground. Out comes Brooks. Kicks it towards the boundary line. Is there anyone home? No one home as the ball goes over the boundary line and out of play. Half forward flank, outer side of the ground. As we're spot on the 15-minute mark of the second quarter, up they go. Over the top goes to Donald Ruckman. Could have been a free kick, not paid. Ball comes out of the pack, ends up there and comes down towards half forward. And a good mark again there is taken by Needs again. Yeah, gee whiz, he's everywhere in the marking division as he kicks it half forward. And Hill takes a mark, gives it across to Steve Clossy. Steve heads for home and he goes for a beautiful kick, and there's a mark. Hando, no, up the top, here's a go. Goal! That's Hando. Shane Hando. Hamilton got it across it over the top to Hando, and that was a very, very desperate and very, very handy goal, Frankie, to the Saints.
He's been an important player for him this quarter again.
He has been the key.
He reads a play a little bit better than his father did.
Yeah, well, you know, you've got to get out of the bakery to be able to play. He tends to spend most of his time in there, the old man, mincing pies and all that sort of stuff.
That was Bruce Hando's second goal. He was the other goal kicker in the first quarter, Graham.
Right, Poodle has 2. That's very good. Let's hope he gets more than that. There's some ruck knockdowns coming through there. Can't get it. Coming through Griffiths. By jeez, he means business. That's holding the ball umpire if you're going to be consistent. And he finally decided that, yes, I'm going to be consistent. And Hayden Hamilton gets the kick, gives it to McLean. Oh, he's cleaned up after the ball, but the umpire says no. We're not going to have a bar of that as Stewie Egan comes through. Stewie heads for home, kicks it around the corner, and it's heading towards the goal. Hando! And Poodle, in the last couple of minutes, the Saints, he runs around and he kicks a point. Ooh, that would have been a handy one.
Starting to take over a little bit, Graham. The last 5 minutes have been very good.
Yes. That was a little bit the last few minutes of the Saints that we've seen throughout the year. Let's hope that they can keep it up as the fullback brings it in and finds Brooks.
Clossy again.
Clossy comes away, heads for home on. Can't see through these pricks' heads here. It's a bit of a problem, but he missed that. It's another point. Another point on the run, Steve. Yes, he's had a very good quarter too. He's starting to show his pace, which has been the ascendancy of Donald.
We haven't seen as much of Donald's little blokes this quarter. Cashin's gone out of the game a bit. I haven't seen that much of Brooks.
No, Cashin is being marked at this stage by Balesy as the fullback comes in with a long kick out here towards half foot. Hill's taken a very good mark. Gives the ball off. Hayden Hamilton shoots forwards, goal, up they go, ball's on the ground. Hitting the pack hard there was Steve Clossy. Couldn't get the ball. Out it comes towards McLean. He fumbles, he gets around, he gets caught. He's got to butter up again as the Donald player comes away with a long handball. They're in the ascendancy now as the dust storm hits the ground. Can't pick this player up. He shoots it in here and finds Cashin, the guy we were talking about. He's bottled up there by Alistair Egan, stopping him from playing on. That's Cashin on the wing, right in front of the commentary position as we move towards the 18-minute mark of the second term, and goes in short, and there's an unmarked player at centre half forward, and that is for the Donald side, Tony Goldsmith. He's within kicking range and he's in a reasonable position to kick a goal here. Haven't got a goal this quarter, Donald. Did a lot of the early attacking. And he fancies himself, this fella.
Who doesn't fancy themselves from Donald, Graham?
Yeah, exactly. As he heads for home, it's a worm burn. It's a shock. It'll sneak over the top.
Shit.
And there's a mark.
Westland, Glenn Westland.
He kicked a goal. Took the mark, spun around and rammed it home in the twinkling of an eye. And the answering goal to Donald.
St.Arnaud didn't need that, Graham. The last 5 or 6 minutes had belonged to St.Arnaud, then we let him back in for one.
Yep.
Would have been nice if we had got that one there. But anyway, it's going to be nip and tuck all day.
It
you can't expect it to be easy. And St.Arnaud hoping to answer that one straight away.
Yep. St.Arnaud at the 19-minute mark of the quarter, 3 goals 7 to Donald, 2 goals 5.
The spectators are certainly getting their money's worth, Graham.
They certainly are. The roars went up when the goal was coming out of the middle as Griffiths. Oh, here's danger for Saints. Running on, it was a little fella. Oh, missing it there was Cody coming through, but put the other guy off for a fraction there. He took his eye off the ball, and it's bottled up here at centre forward in Donald's attacking zone. One's bouncing it and one's throwing it up. Must be confusing for the ruckman. Needs got the knockdown. Bales comes through. Couldn't handle the ball. Throw out there. And Hilly comes away. As the umpire says, play on. He gives it to Hayden Hamilton. Hayden's away. Shoots the ball as he's pushed at the time and heads towards the boundary line in the forward pocket with Stewie Egan.
Good Shepherd, Hayden.
It's still in play. Stewie gets a handball. Very well done. Gives it to Hayden Hamilton, who's pushed in the back. Goes to Nathan McNally just on the ground. He goes towards goal. And
good pace of play there from St.Arnaud, Graham.
Yeah, starting with John Hill back here at centre half back.
Hayden Hamilton followed up, got a kick, went across and shepherded to Stewie Egan and got the ball back.
Stewart up and Hilly again goes a big fist. Where's this going to end up? It's going to end up with Donald's Morgan. No, it's not. As he knocks it forward, ends up with Bales, who gives a handball over the top there to Hilly, who's working very, very hard and forces the ball over the boundary line and out of bounds. Saints at this stage have a 9-point break at the 20-minute mark of the second term in the 1998 North Central Football League Grand Final. Up it goes. A big thump there by the number 31 Saxey for Donald. Goes towards it. Westcott comes out, shifts it out here towards centre forward. Is there anyone home? Here
Cody's
comes
running
Todd Cody. Where's Todd come from? He's going through very hard, cops a solid tackle, kicks the ball up here towards the forward line in good play. Oh, great strong mark by Hayden Hamilton. Showed all his experience and strength in the encounter, and he's 20 metres out directly in front, but I will assure you
that's
it
the
is
benefit
not...
of playing in front, Graham.
Certainly is.
Kicking into that wind.
This is not as easy a kick as it would look. On a fine day, you would eat it. Today, with this wind chopping across, it could be very, very difficult. He walks in, and there's exactly what I'm talking about, as it slews up the side of his boot. It goes to Poodle Hando, screws it around the corner. Shane Hamilton, sorry. Steve Clossy takes a very good mark in the opposite pocket. McLean, sorry, is it? McLean pops it out to Martin. And Martin way down from centre half back, and the solid contributor to the Saints has taken the mark. He is about 35, 40 metres out from goal, but again, it'll be a very, very difficult shot at goal. If you can strike it when the wind stops, and it's curling for a poster.
It's the second time St.Arnaud hit the post, Graham.
Dear, oh dear, it turned like a boomerang in the air and come around and hit the post. Another chance there for the Saints, gone missing. And a good kick in, up it goes, thumped away by Westcott towards the boundary line, and out of play it goes. 3 goals 9. They've had a lot of chances, the Saints. 2 goals 5 is Donald as we head towards the time on a beautiful ruck knock. Gives it to Steve Clossy. He heads off, goes it towards the forward pocket with an awkward looking up-country punt kick that goes out of bounds in front of Hayden Hamilton, about 20 metres around from the Saints scoring area. Many, the boundary umpires are getting overworked. Hill, another good ruck knock, goes there towards, where did that go? Another chance there, and it's gone way offline and out of bounds on the full.
Both teams are still putting a lot of pressure on Graham. It's hard to get a clear kick. The pressure combined with the conditions is making it look like a bit of a scrambly affair at times.
It certainly does, with the wind contributing to the scrambles as it's kicked in here down towards the wing position. All went over the top, went through the whole lot. Bales is in the van. Has he got anyone to help or shepherd? No. That allows Donald to come in. He's bowled over. Martin gets the ball. Goes to the handball to no one in particular. Off the pack comes Steve Clossy. He's tackled, I thought, very high. And the umpire agrees.
Been very busy this quarter, Graham, Stephen Clossy.
He's had a lot of the ball, and there's a big contributor. He's actually taken over from the Donald runners who had most of the ball in the first quarter. Steve has taken over this quarter. Kicks it in towards half forward. Saints want high flyers. Up they goes. No one there in particular. Ball's on the ground. We want someone out of the pack comes...
That's the coach, McLean.
McLean. It goes to nowhere. Where's the bounce? Out of bounds. And very, very, very difficult to kick goals today.
It'd be lovely to get another goal a couple of goals before half-time, Graham. We've gone into time on.
I'll settle for anything. Hill out of the ruck, and has a flying shot at goal for another point to the Saints. Saints this quarter kicked a lot of points in the last 10 minutes or so. From memory, they were 2 goals 2, so they've actually kicked 1 goal 7.
Done all the attacking. That's a pretty positive move, though.
1 goal 8, actually. Up they go. Ball's knocked away. Get out of the way, boundary umpire. Here's a chance for Donalds. The handball goes over the top, and running away from the pack there is Tim Morgan towards half forward. All the ball beats them all with a bounce. Knocked forward. Todd Cody coming through. Takes it over the boundary line and out of play. Forward a pocket for the Donald side. And... we approach the time on mark in this second quarter. There's been a lot of out of bounds, so there'll be, I'd suggest, a lot of time on played today simply because of the conditions of a lot of out of bounds and balls ups and all that. 20 metres out from the Donald goal line, and up they go, the ruckman. It's grabbed there by Clossy. Stewart, he goes to no one in particular. Ball's kicked forward quickly by Donald as Martin jumps in on top of his opponent, and the umpire says again, give it to me, in the identical position as it was the previous ball up. 3:10 plays 2-5 as we slip into time on in the second quarter of the North Central Footy League Grand Final. It's 1998. The ball's on the ground, and in they go again, and there's a free kick there, and it goes to Hoofer. Hoofer of St.Arnaud came back a third of the way through the season for an opportunity to play in the side as Westcott takes the mark. Westcott looked as if he was going to play on to Clossy, didn't. Westcott now runs away, shoots the pass out here towards
McLean again.
McLean. And McLean working hard, back to Westcott. And McLean's bowled over. The umpire calls play on. Westcott goes up here towards half forward for the Saints. In the van is Hayden Hamilton. He gets a handball to Stewie Egan. Stewie did it well. Breaks away nearly from his opponent. Handballs it towards Bales. The ball's on the ground. And the umpire says, give it to me, in another promising forward move by the Saints.
St.Arnaud's prime movers are starting to get going, Graham. It's good to see Jason Westcott coming into the game in this second quarter.
Certainly is. There's a big knock there by Donald, and they're going to get out of this one with a handball. Across to Westerland, who kicks it to the centre of the ground. Up they go. Solid mark there by Clark. By gee, that kid's played well. He shoots the ball in here towards half forward. That's to no one in particular. Ball's on the ground. It's thumped forward there by Morgan. Running on it with his Needs. Needs crashes the pack. Gives it across there to Alistair Egan, who gives it to... and it'll be holding the ball. Dear, oh dear, oh dear.
Didn't have much of a chance to get rid of it.
He's had no chance of getting rid of it.
I think he's extremely stiff there, young Hoofer.
No chance of getting rid of it. Anyway, they all the old ball, and the umpire said, I agree.
This bloke's very lucky to be taking this shot for a goal, Graham. We should be trying to put him off. Can you think of any one-liners there?
Yeah, it'll be a prick of a kick. How's that sound?
Your sister's a girl, mate.
I like his approach. It's going way over the goal umpire's head for a major.
A little bit lucky there, Donald, but luck's a fortune. You got to take whatever comes.
They certainly do.
Young Hooper did everything right. He turned out of the pack. He had nowhere to go, and he, I believe a ball up would have been the correct decision there.
The ball was pinned to him in that instance, but the umpire didn't see it that way.
That's their first goal for the quarter, Graham, or their second?
No, they're first.
They're
first for the quarter.
Slow scoring 3 goals each at approaching half-time.
Certainly is, as we're about the 28-minute mark as the ball's thrown up. Knocked away by Needs. Oh, there's a free kick. There's a free kick. He's knocked him.
That hurt him too there.
Yeah,
he hasn't moved.
He has not moved. And who is it?
I think it's McLean.
He's, I think he's copped it flush. I don't know who it was, but the umpire...
Got it. Yeah, it's definitely the coach there, Graham.
Yes.
He's been a good player too to this stage.
He certainly has, and he's not very, very well, unfortunately.
I think Peach has given him mouth-to-mouth there, Graham. That might bring him around.
Yeah, well, it could too.
Oh, he's moving. He's up now.
Yep.
Probably just needs to go to a flank for a little while. He'll be shaken up. Let's hope it's not too serious.
I think he's going to have a rest. It's no good. Having 17 on the track just at the moment as Hayden Hamilton's taken the kick and kicks it high into the forward line. Up Martin will go. It's punched away from him. Knocked forward there. It's grabbed there by coming through. There's holding a man umpire. You lunatic. Come on. Now it's starting to lose control as a pace. He comes away again. Oh, he's running away from them, this little fellow. Shoots it in here towards half forward. Clean bowls it. Ramahoy backs up as Morgan comes in. Over the top they go, and there's another one in the back. Over the top as the ball. The umpire's just letting it go here, and he'll bounce the ball, or no, he'll let it bounce.
Umpiring, Graham. They're paying everything in the first quarter, and now they're paying nothing.
He's okay, McLean. I wonder if he knows who dealt the blow. We'll find out as it's approaching half-time. The Saints don't want a goal there. Shane Hamilton takes this one. Up it goes. No one home there. Coming there is Tony Goldsmith. He runs around in circles, kicks it up and under. Knock it down, Steve Clossy. No, he's in the van there, and he takes the mark very, very well. There's Davidson. They've got a lot of young players here, Donald, as Davidson shoots it out here towards half-forward, backing up as Rammer. Lucky his legs were there. He trapped it well, went on the left. Whoa, up the field, you umpire! You dirty prick! Give him one back as it comes to McLean. Comes in here towards centre half-forward. No one home there for Saints, and coming out to take the mark was Westerland. Forward and back, he's been all over the place today, the experienced Westerland, as he gives it to the captain, and he goes forward, and coming in to take the mark there is Clark for Donald. Clark kicks it up here towards the forward line. It'll go over the top, but a good mark by Hoofer. A very timely mark for the Saints. As Hoofer goes on, a lovely kick, but it ended up not as good as what we thought. It was meant for Hayden Hamilton, but it went skew-if. And it comes up here, and they nearly took the mark. He can't pay that. The ball's on the ground, and in they go over the top of it. And again, the umpire will come in and ball it up at the 30-minute mark.
Just shows you what an effect that wind has, Graham. That seemed to be a beautifully directed kick by Carl Hoover to Hayden Hamilton there, but it ended up not getting there.
Went right angles. As the ball again goes over the boundary line. This could go for 33, 34 minutes this quarter with all the out of plays that we've had. 3-10 plays 3-5, close to half-time. The game's not split open, and nerves are still, and the adrenaline's still with everyone, I would suggest. Most thought the Saints might have bowled it away.
Traditional rivals, though, Graham. Each team's always lifted over the years when they play each other. Doesn't matter which position on the ladder.
Certainly do. It's taken out of the ruck by Needs. The ball's knocked out of his grasp. It comes out to Hoy, knocked forward. And the umpire has given a free kick here to Saints. And that free kick right on the half-time siren was going to Shane Hamilton. Well, she's still up for grabs in the 1998 North Central League Grand Final. The feeling seedy scoreboard shows Saints 3 goals 10, Donald 3 goals 5. A quick wrap up, Frank, because I need a drink.
Yes, I know you're doing a marvellous job there, Jono. I'd just like to... what a tough quarter that was again. Similar to the first, but I just thought in that quarter, I thought St. Arnaud's prime movers started to come right into the game. The little fellows that probably hadn't been as prominent early, such as Steve Clossy, Hayden Hamilton came right into it. I thought the coach did well, and Jason Westcott started coming into the game. So the signs are there, Graham, for St. Arnaud to split it open really, or to keep their nose in front anyway. We have a lot of players that are playing pretty well.
We certainly do, yes. They did look in patches there, and mid patch of that quarter a lot better and played up to the standards that they've shown throughout the year. As the players leave the arena here at half-time in the 1998 North Central League Grand Final, where the scoreboard shows St. Arnaud 3 goals 10, leading Donald 3 goals 5, and until the commencement of three-quarter time, we say hooroo. Oh, I'm going to get a beer. Thanks, mate. I'm going to get a beer. Jeez, when I put my recorder. Welcome back, folks, to the second half of the 98 North Central League Grand Final.
Sorry about that, Jono. One of the spectators just asked me how the coach was, Simon McLean, and he looks to be okay after that heavy knock.
Well, that's very, very good news. He obviously copped a good one because he's not a guy that stays down easily, that's for sure. And good to see him back on track. 3-10 to 3-5. A difficult day to play class football with this choppy crosswind that gusts up and down and all over the ruddy place, and it makes it very difficult for players, number one, to direct their passes to teammates, and number two, to kick goals, and very vital components for a game of football, particularly the goal kicking side of it. But coming into this second half, we could only believe that, given St.Arnaud's form throughout the year, that just a 10% improvement on the way they've been playing to date. Personally, I believe if anyone gets to a lead of around 4 goals in this game, because it'll be a low-scoring contest, we'll win the match. Given that Saints supposedly have the scoring end, but it hasn't proved to be the case all day, so we're not quite sure of that, but supposedly it's a scoring end if they can kick 3 or 4 to...
Well, that's where the wind's been all day, Graham, but no one's been able to score.
No one's capitalised, no.
I just got back from the rooms at half-time, Graham, and, the coach impressed on the boys that they've just got to stick together, keep working at it. OK, Donald have scragged them. They've not been able to play their own natural running game, but he just believes that if St.Arnaud keeps persevering, keeps running in numbers, keeps getting to the contest and helping each other, forgetting about their own performance, not expecting anybody else to do it for them, just to give everything they can for the side, that eventually they'll crack Donald open and they'll get on top. But yeah, it's been a tight game between these two traditional rivals, John.
It certainly has. That's Frankie's in the rooms half-time report, and as the spectators start to leave Donaldson Park here at Charlton, and the players start to go to their positions for the commencement of the third term, 1998, repeating the scores. St.Arnaud 3 goals 10. They kicked 1 goal 8 in that term into what is believed to be the most difficult end to score goals, and Donald, I believe, kicked 1 goal 3. So they outscored them in that quarter.
We never mentioned the better players in that last quarter, Graham. I just think that probably Daniel Needs would have to be St.Arnaud's standout at this stage.
Yes. Mark probably taken 8 or 9 marks, which is a great effort for half of football in anyone's language.
Particularly in the wind.
Yes, certainly. And I thought Steve Clossy came into the game in the second term. And Martin mightn't have had a million possessions, but he's worked pretty hard, and he's doing a pretty fine job, as has McLean in the middle, and Hill also has contributed to this particular point in time. For Donald, their little fellas have played very well. So's the old hand in Westerland, and their 2 coaches have also played prominent football. And up it goes for the start of the second half. Ball comes out of the centre and ends up there and kicked by Mark Adams of the Donald side towards centre half forward. Coming through there is McCarty. McCarty spins out with a handball with an up and under giraffe kick. Up it goes. Up they go, and a nice mark's been taken there for St.Arnaud by... Who is that?
Bales, was it? Or
McLean. By Simon McLean. He's come good. The St.Arnaud players cleaned up there in that tussle.
It was Cody, sorry, Jono.
Cody took that ball as a player down on the far side of the ground. I don't know who it is. It's a St.Arnaud player. And as the ball comes into centre half forward, Donald started to attack early in this second half. As this boundary umpire gets out of my way, they come away here with a kick from Davidson towards centre half forward, and it lands on the chest of Tony Goldsmith. Tony Goldsmith for The Donald side is deep in the forward pocket. Outer side of the ground. It'll be a very, very difficult kick. But he fancies himself as he lines it up. Just walks in with purpose. He's very, very steady. Stutters a wee bit. Shoots for goal. The Craddies kicked a point. They got excited early, but once the wind takes hold of the ball, it'll drift it across, and it's gone through for one behind. So the first score in the second half, 2 Donald. It takes them along to 3 goals 6 after 2.5 minutes of the quarter. Saints 3 goals 10 in a very low scoring encounter. As McLean kicks the ball in. It's a long kick right down to the centre of the ground, and it goes over the pack.
Well, here we go.
Chest mark and a handball across there to Ram Ahoy, who kicks at the centre, but there's no one home here for Saints. Comes back and over the top he goes. Well, that's a dangerous handball, but they'll get out of it through Brown, who's played a solid game. He kicks the ball out here in front of the commentary position. It'll beat them all over the line. I see that Brock Izzard's on the ground. Do we know who?
I couldn't pick it up who it was. Graham,
young McNally, I think, has gone back off, and Brock's come on for a run as the ball's knocked down there. It's picked up by Davidson. He kicks it towards the centre of the ground, but Westcott's underneath this and takes a solid chest mark.
Get it over the other side, Westy.
On the wing position. As the commentary team starts to coach, and the kick goes to the centre of the ground to no one in particular. Coming through there was Thomas. Got the ball towards Hoofer. Hoofer got a handball. Ends up to no one.
Stewie Egan
got the ball out here to Thomas. He gives another handball to Hayden Hamilton. He tries to beat him. He runs around his opponent. He heads for home, does Hayden Hamilton, and they gonna rise here for 1 point, unfortunately, on the fairly seedy scoreboard that goes along to the Saints 3 goals 11 to Donald 3 goals 6.
Good to see them use that other side of the ground, Graham, because if we're going to kick goals, they've got to come from there.
That's the attacking part of the ground. There's no doubt about that.
Needs is under it.
Ball comes in. Needs has marked this. Up he goes. Nearly got it. Ball hits the ground. Grab there. Kick forward there by Donald Player. It's Griffiths who gets a handball across to Morgan. Morgan kicks the ball towards the centre of the ground of the running Brooks. And Brooks fires over a handball. That's very good play, and it ends up there with Goldsmith. He goes forward, and Cashin, no, it's not Cashin, it's
good
Clark.
Pressure from
He's
Cody.
Nearly caught with the ball. Gives a handball across to Brooks, who ran down the ground, and he gets a free kick for a push in the back.
Yes, Alistair Egan just lost balance there, Graham, as he was chasing, went to grab, and unfortunately fell into the back of the Donald player.
Yes, he certainly did, but by gee, that Brooks covered some ground there. He took off from the wing here after he had a handball, and he just kept running and running and running, and now you find he's lining up for goal 20 metres out, and he's in the right area to kick a goal up this end.
Geez, that wind sprung up.
Yeah, it's
just at the right time.
Swirling. A bit of luck, he'll kick it off the side of his boot. He walks in and straight through the centre. It's
a beautiful kick, Graham, into that wind.
Very, very handy goal to Donald, and I believe that puts them in front of the Saints by 1 point. 4 goals 6, that shoots Donald along to St.Arnaud, 3 goals 11.
Well, when the going gets tough, the tough get going, Graham, and I think it's time now for St.Arnaud to assert their authority over this game.
It certainly is.
And that was the sort of thing that Simon McLean impressed on the players. If they put their nose in front, just keep at it, keep trying to wear them down. So now's the time has come.
Ball's back in the centre of the ground. Up it goes. In goes the rucksman. Needs possibly got that knock, but got it again out of the centre. But they also seem to have a loose man down in the back line there, Donald. As Westerland kicks it off the ground, and the ball will beat them all over the boundary line and out of bounds in the forward pocket for St.Arnaud.
I think Westerland, as he did in that first quarter, Graham, is dropping back as a spare man in defence.
Yes, as the ball goes up, knocked down, grabbed here by
Hayden Hamilton.
Hayden Hamilton gets it towards Shane. Beautiful handball, and bang, and he's missed. Oh, what a shocker. Why didn't he run direct at the goal and kick the ball correctly instead of trying to kick a corner kick?
Maybe not enough talk there, Graham.
Probably not enough talk.
Wasted opportunity.
Quick hands there from Shane Hamilton to get it to Steve Clossy. He blazed away and missed from 20 metres, maybe less.
Beautiful ruck work from Needs again.
So we wait for the full-back. Brings it into play. Needs will mark this one for sure. Over the top of the pack it went. He judged it well. Shoots it in here towards Brock Izzard. Up it goes. Thumped away. In comes... Oh, bad luck there. Went over the top of Needs. running there like a giraffe and a praying mantis, gets around his opponent and gets it in towards Martin. Martin shoots it to the centre of the ground. No one home for Saints. Oh, yes, there was.
Good
coming
pressure
through
from Hando.
Yeah, it was Stewie Egan, but he went nowhere with the handball. It's grabbed in by Donald. They spin out of the pack again and shoot it up here towards the centre of the ground, and John Morgan, we're in trouble here, all right, as McCarty comes away with the ball onto the left foot, shoots it up here towards the forward line. Up they go. Oh, nearly a it's a mark, not paid. Oh, nearly a free kick, not paid. As the ball comes out here towards Todd Cody. They're a bit stiff there, Donald. As a handball comes out of the pack and goes to Richie Bales. Richie Bales chips it over the top. And it goes through the legs there. It's picked up by Shane Hamilton. He'll drop this. He'll pounce this one. He'll ping this one straight through the centre. For a goal of the Saints. A badly needed goal there from Hamilton. Badly needed goal there. Kicked by the experienced Shane Hamilton. One look from the awkward pocket and went bang. And the badly needed goal's gone on the scoreboard of St.Arnaud as we've gone to the 10-minute mark of the third quarter, and Saints go along to 4 goals 12. Donald,
that was a terrific
4 goals 6.
Graham, from Hamilton. Also, he's been prominent into that other passage of play with that quick handball out to Stephen Clossy. So his experience is coming to the fore here.
Yes, he certainly was, and that's another feeling seedy goal of the day contender. There's 2 in the pouch now, and he has both of them. But Saints need more as the ball goes up in the centre of the ground. Up they go. No one got a decisive knock. Crashing through was Hayden Hamilton. He gets the ball. Nearly at the Rama. It's kicked off the ground there to Stewie Egan. Knocks it forward to McLean. McLean gives it over the top to the running Poodle Hando. What's he doing down there? He heads long and hard and high towards the goals, and the wind picks it up and carts it 5 mile out of bounds.
He might have done better, Graham, to try to switch the ball back to that to the sweet spot, as they say, at the top of the square.
Certainly.
A smaller kick, don't blaze away, just try to play percentage football.
Could you pick up the positional changes here? Poodle's obviously not at full forward.
Well, Izzard seems to have gone to full forward.
Poodle must be out here on a flank, because I think Stewie Egan is Stewie's still at centre.
So I think Stewie's still around the centre half forward area.
Still around the centre half forward area, so there's been a move made there by the selectors. 10 minutes into this vital third quarter. They call this third quarter always the premiership quarter. As the Donald boy brings it in the play, up they go. It goes high, nearly a mark to knees. Grabbed by Poodle Hando. Goes on the left foot, all smothered there by the thing. Goes to Richie Bales. He couldn't grab it. Donald are going in there hard. So are the Saints. The ball comes underneath. And the umpire says, give it to me. This is the bloke that bounced it. The other fella throws it up.
Westland's obviously playing a kick behind the play. Graham, see, he's on his own there.
He certainly is. Up they go. Thumped away there by Saxey. And it goes towards the boundary line in front of Thomas, and over it goes.
I guess that's why they've moved Hando out a bit, to try to create a bit of run, get him into the game a bit, because it's going to be very hard to penetrate that wall created at centre half.
Certainly is. Thumped away. Grabbed there by Martin. A long hand post to no one in particular. And it ends up going out of play there in front of Lockman Jones and Bales off St.Arnaud. Then the ball goes. Up they go. Needs. Goes for over the back. Doesn't get to anyone in particular. He ducks under that. Doesn't get the handball. Gets back to Jones. Jones to Cashin. Cashin, very, very good tackle there by Martin. Martin goes in hard again. And very,
good
very
desperation
difficult.
Showed there by Andrew Martin. He's been quite good all day, Grant.
Certainly has. A very difficult position for a young fella at centre half back in a grand final, but he's doing it okay.
Shows a lot of maturity.
Balls it up it goes. Knocked down there by McLean in the ruck. Kicked off the ground, goes to Griffiths, and he'll kick it out on the full. No, it's doing a right-hand turn, and it still ends up out on the full. No, they've let a mark be paid there to Mark Adams, and I don't know how that happened. Couldn't see it well.
19 for 19. Oh, great tackle from St.Arnaud there.
And a brilliant tackle, and it should be a free kick.
Why wasn't that a free kick?
I don't know. Hightower's lost the plot.
St.Arnaud don't seem to be getting that good a go off the umpires at this stage.
Yeah, not the big fella. I thought he was a bit better than that. There's Needs with a knock, takes it out of the centre, thumps it towards the centre of the ground. Ooh, over the top of Stewie Egan, just as well, because Donald would have been away.
Westcott, Stewie Egan.
Caught with a ball in the centre of the ground.
Good second effort from Stewie Egan there.
I'm going to watch this. Sometimes I go around the outside of this microphone. We can't hear it. Anyway. It's right in the centre of the ground after that good effort from Stewie, who's moving around there at centre half forward, needs another knock, goes to no one in particular, ends up with McLean, spins away nicely, kicks the ball up here towards the forward line. No one home. Nearly a mark there to Donald. He went forward. He knocks it out to his teammate in Westerland. They get out of trouble again as he heads towards the boundary line. Will it make it? As rolls and rolls and goes over the line in front of McNally and the Donald player in Ben Jones.
Needs has been to the forefront again, Graham, in this quarter with his ruck work.
He's working tirelessly. He's got another job to do. Up he goes. Nearly got down to McLean. Goes to no one. Goes in after it. McNally could have been free kicked there. It's grabbed by Bales. And he's wrestled to the ground with the ball. And that's Goldsmith. And the umpire will ball it up again. It's on the half-forward line for St. Arnaud. Up they go again. No one really got the knock. Westcott goes for a handball. Went absolutely to no one in particular. It's grabbed out by Cashin. He has a wild kick. Comes up here towards the half-forward line. And out of play on the full. Where'd that come from?
I don't know. Scarcely got it right on the old, on the old hooter, John. I need a half an inch taken off that thing.
And the commentary position just got invaded by the football. And the free kick is gone to Jason Westcott. Very hard to see through this crowd when they're sitting on bloody near on the ground. But anyway, it comes into centre half forward. We want high flyers. They go up, but there's only one high flyer, and that one is
they bottle it up side. They bottle it up down there, Graham.
Yeah, played a fair game, this fella, Sachs. Oh, it's a worm-burning kick.
Westcott's in the van here. Get it across the other side again, Jason.
Straight to Westcott. Out there is Matty Thomas screaming on his own.
He's gone for the big
torpedo. Goes to the forward line. Up they go. The ball hits the deck. No runners. There's none there for Saints at the moment. Through comes Jones for Donald. Oh, this will go out on the full also. And another free kick will go to the St. Arnaud side. And that will be taken by Richie Bale. Saints at the moment are doing all the attacking as the barefooted bird just walks by, looking very distressed as he goes in short, and he's found Stephen Clossy. Not much closer to goal, probably 10 metres, but it's still in the non-scoring pocket. He's probably 20 metres out, but all very, very difficult. He'd want to drop it to the front of the 10-metre line, I'd suggest.
Yeah, it'd be a good kick from there, Graham, if he just does kick it.
Yes, anyway, he's come in. He's done exactly that, dropped it in front of the 10-metre line. Up they go, and Needs nearly took a high fly, nearly a contender for the... whatever that new company is, Mark of the Day. I'll get it in a minute. I'll have a look here. It's the Surf Coast Property Management. Got to buy shares in that company, everyone. Company gets floated next week in the Australian Stock Exchange. Shares at $1 a piece. Up they go, and it's a good mark by Needs. BOG for mine at the moment. He's probably taken a dozen marks to date. Kick it on the attacking side into the front of the goal square, son.
Gee, it's crowded down there. Look how Donald bottling that up. That's smart football.
There's only 4 players from the centre.
It's a floater.
Back, and no one home there for Saints.
He elected to go for the torpedo, Graham. He probably should have been better to go with the drop punt and put it to a contest so we could get something out of it.
But if he got on the top and she sailed through, it's marvellous. And he's got it again.
Jeez, he's brought his own football, the kid.
Yeah, he has. He's brought his own football. He goes in here towards McLean. Up they come. And a very good mark there to Hayden Hamilton. He is 50 metres out.
Very important kick here, Graham.
Very important kick. It'll be a 2-goal buffer. I don't think there's ever been a 2-goal buffer in the game to date. As he walks in, the crowd will tell us.
Kick off the boot.
And he's poked it right through the middle.
A great goal from the veteran there, Graham.
Yes, a great goal from Hayden Hamilton, and Saints have got a 2-goal break now as we look at it at the 15-minute mark of the third quarter. And they've gone along now to 5 goals, 12. Donald on 4 goals, 6. 17 scoring shots to 10, but that doesn't count.
St. Arnaud started the body language for a lot of the players out there, like Alistair Egan just running into the square, trying to get the guys going, suggests that St. Arnaud are really starting to pump. They realise there's only a quarter and a half to go of the grand final. After they've got nothing to lose now. There's no tomorrow. There's 6 months to get over this, and I think that they'll really throw everything into it now.
They certainly will. Needs
got beautiful knock from Needs again.
Goes to McLean. Bursts his way out of the middle and shoots it towards centre forward over the head of McNally. Goes towards Hayden Hamilton. McNally comes at it again. Went over the top of it. Ball comes out to no one in particular.
He's dropped that.
Donald, and it's a throw, and it's a... he's called it a throw. I don't know what he called it.
Doesn't matter what he called it,
Graham. Scoop is what he called it. And he certainly have. And who's the ball with? Is that Matty Thomas?
I think it could be Matty Thomas.
Yep, the Suns in, kicked it long and hard and high for another fairly seedy goal of the day contender.
Starting to turn St. Arnaud's way now, and have a look at the enthusiasm of those players there. We haven't seen that all day. They're really getting behind each other. You can sense that St. Arnaud is starting to get right on top here. They kick another couple, they're going to crack this right open, Graham, and going with a good lead at 3/4 time.
Yes, so another 2 or 3 quick goals at the 17-minute mark. But Saints, it just looks as if, and you don't want to ever speak too soon in a game of football, that they're just sort of starting to smell it.
They can get a bit of a whiff of it.
A bit of a whiff, but Daniel Needs has played a pearler. He's in the ruck again. Didn't get that knock. Comes out here towards Bales. Nearly got it. Martin comes through nicely. Hayden Hamilton's got it. Kicks it down here towards centre forward. Watch the bounce rammer. Over the top. Goes through his hands. It'll beat him to the boundary line. I'd take it out, son, if I was you. And he takes it out of play.
Good roving there from Hamilton.
Very, very good. 40 metres around from the Saints' goal. And up they go. Needs again in front. Takes it out of the ruck. Gives it to Westcott. Oh, about 14 players tackle him. And the
how hard
umpire...
does Daniel Needs go? He grabs that ball out of the ruck. Gee, he's athletic, isn't he?
He's playing a great game. And he's got to go for it again. Up they go. Oh, he went in there hard. Couldn't get it. Comes out McDonald. Force it out, Saints. And it goes out of play.
That number 31 wasn't too keen to get that ball, Graham.
He wasn't. My nose is dribbling at the moment with excitement.
I hope that's all that's dribbling, Graham.
As we wait for the ball. Needs again. Gives it to McNally. Kicks it around the corner. The bouncing ball goes towards centre forward. Brock Ezard. Couldn't get it. Pushed forward Donald. He's tackled. Where's the ball go? He found a teammate. Oh, Hayden Hamilton moves in. Who comes? Matty Thomas. Spun across there again.
Clossy.
It's Clossy. He got it across to... I can't pick them up. I can't see through number 18. And the ball's on the ground and Hightower the umpire.
St.Arnaud are making the play at the moment, Graham. They're getting burst in for the ball.
I'd like to see him get another goal in the next minute or so.
Oh, and they will.
Up the ball goes. No one got the knock. Needs there again. It's grabbed by Westcott. He's tackled by a great heap of players and they scream and yell, holding the ball, but the umpire says, give it to me and I'll ball it up. 40 metres out from the goal. Up it goes again. No one gets the knock. In they go hard. Everyone's scragging and scrumming and pushing and shoving. It's like a rugby scrum in there. And the umpire will wear his arms out, throwing it up. Excuse me. Nature's calling. Up it goes again. Looks like a push in the back there. It goes to Brooks. Brooks kicks it over his shoulder out here towards the wing. Thomas is in the race for the ball and so is McCartney. And it's pushed in as Martin gave pressure to his opponent there. Gets in after it again. And the kid's doing a fine job. Fine cut of a lad, young Martin. Came from Assumption College back to the Saints this year and is playing in the important position at centre half back. Was a contender for the Rookie of the Year. Don't know who got it. Needs again. Got it across to Matt Thomas, who's starting to come into the game this last few minutes, or this quarter. That cruel bounce there. Sees the ball end up near Ramahoy, and there's obviously been a move there, Frank, because Rama was seen to be on the half-back line in the first half.
Rama's gone into the forward line, exactly.
The forward line, yes.
It's hard to Stewie Egan's still there.
Stewie Egan go through his Griffiths. He gets a handball out to Westland, who kicks it along the boundary line and out of play. We're travelled to the 20-minute mark. My gee, it goes quick. I'd like to see the Saints get a couple more.
They need to have their nose...
I don't care what we say, because Donald won't get this bloody tape if they happen to win the game.
Exactly. We need another one straight away, really, Graham.
We'll flush it down the toilet, mate.
Exactly. Oh, good.
The ball comes to centre forward. Rammer, watch the bounce. Oh, it was a cruel one. Westerland, tackled there by Clossy. Stewie Egan goes in after it, knocks it on to Steve.
Oh, good
Steve
shepherd
goes
from
in
McLean.
McLean.
There's a high tackle.
And a high tackle.
What a great shepherd there from McLean coming through. That's a team sort of thing that he was asking at half-time, Graham. Yep. There's no better example of it than that. It's created an opportunity now for Clossy to put a goal on the board to St.Arnaud and edge him a little bit further in front.
The wind, Frank, seems to be abating.
I don't know about abating.
But anyway, Steve Clossy, a very important kick this for the Saints. Very important. He walks in, he looks confident. Oh, I don't know if it'll make it. No, it's way offline.
Disappointment. St.Arnaud should try to keep it in here now, bottle it in, trap it in and kick a goal. They need one desperately. There's an opportunity gone begging there.
6 goals, 12 plays, 4 goals, 6 at the 20-minute mark. As he taps it to himself, just Jones brings it in with a left foot kick up there towards half forward. Bring it down to the ground, young fellow. He has. Ball's on the ground. Grabbed by Griffiths, who runs away and shoots it up here towards that half forward. Beautiful punch there by Martin. Takes it away. Gives it to Matt Thomas, who gives a handball out to himself, more or less. No, that was Hayden Hamilton. Ball's on the ground. Handball comes out of the pack. Oh, they're throwing. They're going in there hard. Over the top. Oh, that was a handball that went astray from Donald. Oh, coming through hard there was... and it gives it across here to McLean. He'll kick this. McLean will kick this.
Oh, what a beautiful
kick. If he doesn't, Hayden Hamilton will. Shane Hamilton will.
He got to the right spot there, Graham. That's
A beautiful kick from McLean.
excellent kick. He's played a good game, McLean. He's been very prominent the last 5 minutes of this game. He opened it up for Stephen Clostier to get an opportunity. Now he's shoved one straight down Shane Hamilton, straight on the goal line.
Yep.
You can thank your mother for the rabbits after this one, I think, Graham.
You're not wrong. He's been very influential all day.
Geez, that's three. That's three to
Straight
Hamilton.
through the guts. 3 to Shane Hamilton. That'll be one of the easiest goals he's ever kicked. He kicked the hardest one in the first goal of the contest. Now he's kicked the easiest one.
It's a pretty smart thing
skipped
for him
away.
to actually mark that ball, though, Graham. It would have been silly to try to shepherd it through. Who knows what can happen? It could have bounced.
Would you let it go, Frank?
No, under absolutely no circumstances.
I tell you what, I wouldn't have. And the Saints now at the 22-minute mark of the third term. They call it the premiership turn. Have skipped away to 7 goals, 13. Donald, 4 goals, 6. That's 18. What's that, Frankie? That's 20.
I'm no mathematician, Graham, but the Saints are in front. They're well up.
They're in front. That's 18 and 7 is 25 points.
Well, we've actually
I
had...
got my calculator out there to work that out as Westcott comes through the middle. Gets a handball to himself. Gets a handball to Ramahoy. Hoy's tackle. Loses the ball. Goes in back after it. And the players jump in on top of...
Geez, St. Arnaud have had twice as many scoring shots as Donald at this time. It just shows you that they really have had the majority of the play in the second and third quarters, Graham.
Yeah, without a doubt. And let's hope the majority keeps staying that way. McLean takes it
again.
out of the air, kicks it to centre forward. No one in particular. In front here is Jones. He comes through hard, gets a very effective handball to his teammate there in Davidson. Davidson kicks it. We've called him a few times. There's a free kick, and he's given it to Donald, and the Donald supporters over there are a little bit happy about that. They reckon they've been hard done by. Well, that's a load of bullshit.
St. Arnaud getting back there nicely to bottle it up.
Obviously forgot the first half of the game. Well, that's not a bad kick into the wind as the ball comes off the ground. Now we've got to have as Martin
young
comes
Martin
back.
again.
Picks the ball up, takes it towards the boundary line. And the ball is taken over the line by Gene Brooks.
St. Arnaud must work very hard here, Graham, to stop Donald getting a goal or two before three-quarter time.
Very, very hard to see through the former living legends of the Witcher-proof Narraport Football Club, but that's okay. As coming out of the pack is Todd Cody. Kicks it up here towards McNally. McNally, he did it beautifully. Took his opponent on the ball, goes for his pace and shoots it to the centre of the ground. There's no one really home there. Stewie Egan goes across the top of the pack, bursts through 2 opponents, goes for goal!
That
is the filling seedy contender for goal of the day. All the Saints are alive now as they scoot out to a 33-point lead at the 25-minute mark of the third term.
Well,
and
Graham, I noticed
hammer home another couple here.
I noticed the St. Arnaud coach was slipping the boys some blue tablets at half-time. It looked like Viagra, and I reckon it's starting to kick in.
You reckon they're starting to stand up?
I reckon they're starting to stand up to be counted now, Graham. What a great effort by Stewie. It hasn't been that prominent all day, but by geez, contested hard.
How do you go on the Viagra, Frank?
It works all right. It works okay.
It does work okay?
I'm just waiting for the prices to drop, Graham.
$17 a pop is like paying for it in St Kilda Road, mate.
There's nothing wrong with
Donald coming out with a handball there that goes to Clark. Clark kicks it up. There's a free kick, I thought, to St. Arnaud. Ball taken away by Cody. Shoots it out here towards the centre of the ground. Matty Thomas has cut loose in this quarter. Spears onto his left foot. Shoots it down here to the half-forward line. Hoy's coming towards the ball. Well, picks it up beautifully. Spins around the left foot. Gets it back here toward... Here's another one. Here's another one to McLean. Over the top. Shot the gate. Hamilton's kick 4. And they've cut them apart now in the third term, the Saints. That's the type of football they've played all year. And again, McLean was in that passage of play.
McLean was so instrumental again in that, Graham. And wasn't he right what he said at half-time? He doubted whether Donald would be able to keep it up for 4 quarters. He's been so right. All he had to do was keep at it and at it and at it, and they've done that. Now they've sort of split the game open a little bit. I know it's early days yet. They've got their win in the last quarter, but gee, the body language suggests that St. Arnaud's got right on top at this stage.
They're right on top. Donald have actually stopped to a walk. And the strange part about it, actually, that first half is very, very hard commentary. But I tell you what, it's getting a lot easier at the moment.
You're starting to relax a little bit, Graham.
Oh, yes, very beautiful. I'm even having a sample of the sponsor's product here. There's Hightower. That's the umpire. He's got the ball in the centre of the ground, and the Saints have scooted right away to a 37-point advantage.
That's a big lead going into the last quarter.
A big lead. It might be more, too, as McLean spins his way through the pack. He's cut them to pieces in this third quarter. The ball goes up. Oh, nearly a mark to Stewie Egan. Off the pack. Hando comes in. So does McNally. Ball spins into the open. Going towards is McNally. Who's this picking it up? This is Thomas. He'll kick this. He'll sink this. What's the umpire said? Out of play. Out of play. I'm starting to get excited.
Shane Hamilton has gone to a forward pocket. That's been a good move, Graham. Gee, experience. He just seems to get to the right spot.
Well, when you've got the two shooties and a pagan in the bloody Brains Trust over there, there's a lot of experience in that.
My word, there is.
Ball comes to ground. It's grabbed by Cashin. He hasn't done much since up. Matty
take.
Thomas. He'll drill this towards the forward line. Shane Hamilton's got his name all over it. No, it's punched away. Good effort there by the Donald defender there in Mark Westerland. But it's deep in St. Arnaud's attacking zone as we sneak into time on in the third quarter. Another goal here would make it very, very difficult for the Donald side. Well, there's the littlest fella on the ground taking it out of the ruck to the next littlest fella. But the ball comes here. It ends up with Jones. He gives it across here to the running Brooks. Brooks shoots it up here towards our forward line. Pushed off the ball is Cody. I can't see through people here on the umpire. Free kick to Cody, who was being held. They're starting to get frustrated now, the Donald side. Starting to get very frustrated as Cody shoots it into the centre of the ground. Up they go. Martin's got his name on it. Couldn't take the ball. Spinning out of the pack, there's Jones. He's played a fair game. Gives it across to a teammate and ends up with a lumbering Jason Harmer, who's at centre half forward. Shoots it up here towards the forward line. Up they go. Needs nearly took another mark. Ball's on the ground. Best on ground is Needs, in my opinion, as coming away there again was Cody, who's come right into the game. A lot of the Saints have come into the game in this third term as the ball goes over the boundary line and out of bounds on the half-forward line. On the Donald, in the Donald attacking zone is the scoreboard at the 28-minute mark. Saints 9 goals, 13. What have they slotted this term, my friend? 5, I believe.
5 goals, Graham.
5-goal quarter to the Saints. There's the ball, I can't see, but it's the Saints man. It goes and Hando. Poodle Hando's taking the mark. Gives it across to McLean. McLean shoots it down here towards the forward line. Oh, what a beautiful kick. It goes to Ramahoy, who gives it across to Shane Hamilton, who tried a corner around the corner. But didn't get it around the corner as it was smothered. Oh, that could have been nearly delivered.
Why wasn't that delivered, Graham?
I don't know. He paid one early in the game. Here, look at this out here. This is the Donald guys. They're starting to cramp. They're getting on their knees and haunches, and young McNally got the ruck knock. That's 2 in a row. He's about 4 foot nothing. There's the ball. He stole it, runs in, gives it over to Stewie Egan. Good night. Good night and hooroo.
Selfish play. Geez, McNally's given him a big lift in this quarter, Graham. He's done some very good things, running out of the back line, and as you said, you know, having the courage to actually go for the ruck contest when the ruckman was out of position twice. Yep. And then he could have quite easily kicked that goal himself, but he elected to do the team thing, flip it over to Stewie Egan on the line, and it's all over.
That's the easiest goal Stewie will ever kick in a grand final, I'll tell you now. I know Rex Hunt's got that, that fat lady warbling, but I'm not going to do that yet.
I don't think she's singing, Graham, but I tell you what, she's starting to hum.
She's starting.
It's either that or someone farted. I can't work it out.
She's starting to exercise her lungs. And I don't know what the score is, because at the moment it's 0-0-13. That would be 10 goals. That's 43-point lead to the Saints.
Gee, that's a bit. They've really busted this game open in this quarter, Graham. It couldn't have dropped any better for St. Arnaud, and it's exactly what the coach stated at half-time.
Now in the ruck to give Needs a rest. That's who, by the way...
Has Hill gone off?
Hill's not on the ground.
We've been quick to pick that up, Graham, haven't we?
It took us 28 minutes. Martin gets another knock. Played a good game. I can see another one here.
Thomas has been good this quarter.
Thomas has cut him to pieces in this quarter. Swings it down here to the forward line.
He's being held.
Oh, he's being held. That's a goal anyway. Over the top of the
That's 2 to Thomas this quarter.
And another mile-long goal. They're racing away with the 1998 North Central Football League Grand Final here. Predictable, although it didn't look like it in the first half. They've absolutely punched holes through them, as Jack Dyer used to say. They're punching holes through them everywhere.
Yeah, it's good play from Thomas. He's been a very important player this quarter.
He's been an
a lot of players
player.
have been down in that first half, Graham, have come right into the game this time, and have really set it up for St. Arnaud.
Unbelievable quarter. They've now kicked 7 goals, 3 to 1 point, I believe.
Yeah, they haven't
one goal. One goal. They got the first goal
yes.
of the quarter, and they haven't seen them since. The ball's in the centre of the ground. They start to come through nicely.
Westcott.
A beautiful tackle there. And the Saints have lifted, and they're looking good. They're looking fantastic here. As we look at some of these former witchy guys who tasted premierships in the last 3 years and 15 in the last 30. I'm giving you blokes a rap there. Yeah. last three, we're calling you living legends, playing the last 3 premierships, 15 in the last 30 years, and I can't see through them.
Gee, everybody's done their bit in this quarter for St.Arnaud, Graham.
Yeah,
it just shows you what a good coach this guy is. He's got them all doing the little things, the 1%ers as they call them.
And leading by example as well.
My word, he's led by example. There's Martin. He played a good game, Martin.
He played a great game, 18-year-old. He had a very good build, the kid. He could go a
little bit different
further.
shape to his old man, Harry.
Very bit different shape. Here he's as tall as Harry's broad. And
Yeah,
there it is, and a brilliant quarter by St.Arnaud. They call the third quarter the premiership quarter. And as the siren blows and the Saints go to the centre of the ground with premiership glint in their eyes, we look at the scoreboard and St.Arnaud 11 goals, 13, leaving Donald in their wake, lamenting on 4 goals, 6. That is a lead of 49 points, Frank.
That's a big lead going into the last quarter. What a turnaround it was, Graham.
Predictable, totally predictable. You know, we mentioned that at half-time.
Yes, no, that's a absolute great quarter. Jono's quite relaxed now, which is good, but I don't think we should get too relaxed, Graham. There's still 30 minutes to go, and
get on here.
You never know what may happen. Donald have got absolutely nothing to lose.
Is there anyone around here with a quid in their pocket that says they can get up? They can come over right now. They've got to kick. They've got to kick 8 goals to nothing.
Yeah, it'd be a pretty tough call, Graham, wouldn't it? Really?
Yeah.
Who are your better players at that quarter, Graham? News continued on.
Without a doubt, best on ground, and his last half of the season, and a lot of.
Well, what about his second semi-final performance, Graham?
Brilliant. But I think a lot of credit's got to go there to assistant coach Hill, who
works in tandem with him.
Oh yeah, but has taught the kid a lot through the year. Taken him aside and given him a lot of pointers. You know, Hilly's been around a long time. He knows the rucking caper. But the good thing about it is obviously the kid we refer to in Needs is listened. And, you know, he's really showing it now in
well, his
in
athleticism,
absolute,
Graham, and his fitness. Like, he's been all over the ground. You know, and so young Martin's gone into the ruck now in that last 10 minutes to give him a bit of a spell. But, gee, you know, like, he's been fantastic. McLean's been really good all day. I think that quarter there, he did some good work.
McLean was the catalyst in that quarter. I know there was a lot of other good players, as we mentioned, Needs and Thomas on the wing. Todd Cody come into it at half-back. Martin continued on his good form. Shane Hamilton was, and his brother Hayden, both were dangerous.
Hayden kicked a very important goal in that quarter, Graham.
Certainly did. And
it was still in the balance at that stage.
Yep.
He went back, he steadied, showed all his experience.
Yep.
He knows he hasn't got too many years left. He says this is his last game.
Yes.
And he really meant that, and he just poked it straight through the middle.
Well, he's played all year like a man on a mission. You know, this is my last year, and I want to take it out as a premiership year. I can say now that he's very, very close to that. But, hey, this Phelan Seedy goal of the day set up. Haven't we got some contenders, like the 2 goals from Thomas in that quarter? And
that goal from Thomas running along the boundary on the far side was absolutely sensational. Yep. But the one that still is vivid in my mind, Graham, is that snap from Shane Hamilton in the first quarter. Have to be right up there, wouldn't it?
It certainly would be right up there. The first goal of the grand final, that was. First goal of the grand final. Donna's runners went out of it in that.
Yeah, they have. I haven't seen Cashin. I think he's gone home.
He's gone. He's gone
Brooks,
back to the
Brooks
early
has
barbecue.
gone a little bit quiet.
He's probably gone home to light the barbie.
Exactly.
They did that a few years ago, this mob, Donald. They were playing Witchy, the guys who were talking to here before. They were 8 up at half time, and they sent the troops home to get everything in readiness.
Look,
by the time they lit the barbecue, they were 2 down.
It's interesting, Graham. I know it's no good being too cynical or sarcastic, I guess, but you got to feel for the Donald people.
I don't.
No, Graham. I think you got to look at the whole. You got to look at the big picture, Graham. Donald this could be their third losing grand final in a row, and really it's a sad day for Donald. But let's face it, it's a sad day for Donald, but it's a great day for mankind.
Oh, it certainly is. Certainly is. You know, President Clinton wouldn't have said that any better.
No, I think it's like the man walking on the moon, Graham. Really, like the lights will go out, and Donald for another 6 months. That's great. The boys from Sunshine City, like they think the world starts at the meatworks, Graham, doesn't it? Really?
Yeah, and that's been closed for about 15 years.
What is it now? It's a Yabby farm, isn't it?
No, that's been closed for 10.
What is it now? Youngie's Biscuit Factory?
An empty shed.
It's an empty shed. Well, there could be a few empty sheds in Donald over the next week or so.
Yeah.
But,
oh, there's some good people there too.
Oh, cool. Where?
Yeah.
Who? Name them.
Well, there's...
yeah, you're struggling
Wally
great, aren't
Burton
you?
used to live there.
Yeah, but Wally's a St.Arnaud boy through and through. Eh?
Exactly.
So Wally was a seconds player when he came to St.Arnaud, and Woodsy turned him around into one of the best back pocket players and fullbacks in the league.
Certainly did, and played in the Premiership, the same one that you did, Francis, here in 1978.
Exactly. What a great day that was for the club. But as I was saying before the game, Graham, you know, what would really please me is if this is the start of an era for St.Arnaud. If St.Arnaud gets up today, and let's face it, we've been underachievers at St.Arnaud for a long, long time. You know, you have to, you know, like to only win a flag every 10 years for a town our size in this league isn't good enough. You really, I think, what I hope is that in 10 years' time, Graham, in 2008, that you and I will be sitting back and saying, gee, it's good that they've won 5 flags in the last 10 years and been right up there amongst it every year.
Ideally like to deem that true. The thing is, just as well, they never took nothing but 8 out of the vocabulary, because we've won them more with an 8 on the end. What we've got to do is break that sequence.
Exactly,
And,
we've got to do that.
Personally, I'd like to see the club retain. I know it's early days yet, and I believe that Hilly this is his last dig as well. He's going to retire, but I'd still like to see them retain Simon McLean because of his achievements, his on-field leadership this year. He's a dour guy, Simon. He won't mind me saying that. But you
didn't say sour?
No, I didn't say sour. I said dour, and
right.
he takes it. He plays it hard, and he takes the loss hard. I actually told him after they got beaten at Birchip that that's not the end of the world, and Simon more or less reckons that's bullshit. So he obviously hates, like us all, he hates bloody losing, and when you hate losing, you really want to win. So
exactly, but
he could bring over a replacement for Hilly.
But the club's gone about the right way this year, Grant. They haven't thrown money around willy-nilly, and let's hope it is, as I said, setting it up for the future. You know, because we've got some good kids. Good kids in the under 17s, under 16s.
You got to give credit too. You know, I've been there a few times myself as president and got rolled in grand finals, but you got to give credit to. And after a couple of them, I couldn't handle it anymore, so I pissed off. Let someone else take the job over. But you got to give it to Ian Lewis, Louis as they call him. He's a very popular president. And he went through a couple of 3 hard years to get to this, so
great
give him the credits too. And Needs again out to Westcott. They've started the third quarter. We've got carried away. Brian. The last quarter. The third quarter's gone. We only kicked 7-1.
McLean again.
Coming through again was, I thought it was Clossy. But
it was too, sorry.
It was Clossy. You got it across there. The ball's on the ground. Saints in attack early. They're going to wipe this mob as he goes for home here. Oh, this is very, very close. I don't know who it was going for home. Might have been Richie Bales.
It's a point.
And it's a point. A point. Is there anyone around here that can sneak up to the bar and get me a beer?
You should try to organise that, Grant, because we certainly need one.
I won't get through this last quarter. Otherwise, as the ball comes in from the Donald full back, goes to the centre of the ground, up to on Needs again.
Guess who's got it, Graham?
Yeah, guess who's got it. I reckon that's about mark number 15. Shoots it towards centre forward. Hando is back at full forward. Ball's on, he's taken it. Gives a handball. That was Ezard in his long arms. Oh, it's taken off
Bruce Hando.
Off Bruce Hando there as he tried to spear a pass into the forward line. Slipping in there nicely was
Shane Hamilton again.
Hamilton, and he's gone for home, and he's kicked another point.
Gee, hasn't his confidence lifted, Graham, in this week again, you know?
He sniffed. And
what a great thing for him to come back to the club after a distinguished career. Both him and his brother to play with the Saints.
89, he nearly helped Geelong to a premiership by kicking 3 goals in the last quarter against Hawthorn, but unfortunately they never got there as the ball goes over the boundary line and out of bounds. Can you see a local around here that can go and get me a can? My daughter just walked past and I didn't get her.
Well, do you want to... Jono's really hanging out for a can at the moment, and the ball goes in and it's marked by looks like it's the coach there. No, it's Steve, it's Clossy. Gee, they look alike, those two. And it goes into the forward pocket, and it's out of bounds now. It's St.Arnaud's forward pocket. Well, the scoreboard reads 11-15 to 4-6. Who would have predicted the game would be broken open like that in the third quarter by the Saints? It's taken out of the ruck, well picked up by Clossy, smothered off the boot. McLean, it's very scrambly there. Picked up by Hayden Hamilton, a quick snap across the face of goal, and a good mark by Bruce Hando. Hayden probably meant that. I reckon he'll claim that. He centred the ball, did the cheer, kicked over 100 goals, and he's lining up for about his 3rd or 4th today. St.Arnaud are putting it a little bit out of Donald's reach at the moment. and they're sailing home. So Hando lines up, and he's missed. It's a point. Okay, 11-16 to 4-6. Good piece of work there from Hayden Hamilton. Centred the ball, did the unselfish thing, and St. Arnaud nearly reaped the reward. But gee, it's been a windy, hard to kick goals at either end today. St. Arnaud takes us back to 20 years ago when St. Arnaud won all the flags here, and St. Arnaud looked like they're going to win another one in 1998. It's been a big crowd turn up here today. A lot of our old faces come back to the district to see the grand final. As Jono comes back with a can. Actually, I might have to have one too, Jono. Gee, if I have a heavy beer, I'll be out of action by about 9 o'clock, but who gives a rat's ass? It's kicked in, and a great mark again to guess who? Needs a game.
He went for the handball to Westcott. Got it back again. The ball's on the ground. He's tried to get a handball out. He's got a handball out. Westcott's got it again. Goes into the half forward with a scrummy old kick. It finds Stewie Egan, who came into his own in the third quarter with strong play. He shoots the ball up here towards, and a beautiful mark is taken by Hando.
No, that's the coach. That's McLean.
That's the coach, McLean. Oh, he stood on his back and took a very strong mark. I bet they believe or wish that they had him knocked him out. Finished the job, but just before half time, because he slaughtered them since then.
Exactly, that was the thing that sort of got him going. Just shows the character of the guy to cop a hit like that and get up and play even better.
It's coming back, but not enough, Frankie.
That's a point. Gee, he'd be a proud boy at the moment. Simon McLean, it's his first coaching appointment. You know, you've got to keep thinking of that. It was a big risk for St. Arnaud to go with him on his first coaching appointment, but he's come in.
Were good.
His credentials were there, and he's certainly done the job. Let's hope, as we were stated before, that he sees fit to coach the side again next year. The ball's out in the wing now for Donald. Who gives a rat's ass has got it. He kicks it long. long point. And who's that, number 2? That's his brother.
Todd Cody, over the top.
Good play.
Gives it to Rammer. Rammer across to Todd again. Comes out on his left foot, kicks it out here towards McLean again. He's got his eye on the ball. Cashin's right on his backside. He's gone out of the game. McLean's done it beautifully. Back out of the pack. Gets caught high. And will take the free kick.
And he's going to take his time too.
I'd like to know his stats as he shoots this one up here to the wing. Up they go. And right on the chest of Stephen. He's away like a ground. Scoots around the boundary with one bounce. He takes another one. Kicks the ball up here towards Hayden Hamilton, who takes a very, very nice mark deep in the forward pocket. Saints are running rampant.
Oh, he looks for his brother in the pocket and he's found him. They're playing with him at the moment, Graham.
Yeah, well, they normally play with themselves, but the Saints are playing with them now. And we await Steve Clossy.
As I said, Graham, it's a sad day for Donald, but a wonderful day for mankind.
Exactly.
Clossy lines up.
That'll end up in a book, that cliche.
I reckon he'll kick this.
Yeah, certainly now.
Son of Mick?
Son of Mick, straight through the guts. Right over the goal umpire's head. And if there was a nail in the coffin, well, there wasn't, there is now.
Another timely kick from Shane Hamilton there, very unselfish. John's starting to sing now. We should get the old Sonata song. He's lost it. He's starting to lose. He's on his second heavy can. He's losing it. Oh, St. Arnaud, the football team for me. Well, we'll play that game of football and we always get the score. That's why you'll always find us in the bloody fall. So come on, fellas, let's get out. Don't make this game a farce. We'll take these Donald dickheads and bite them on the ass. I'm
going to say, stick it up their ass. Up they go. Needs again. Oh, through comes McLean hard there. Got towards Brooks. Brooks paddles on. Ball's at centre ball. Grabbed by young McNally. A long kick up here towards full forward. Ezard tries to get back to the ball. Gets up again. Ball's knocked out of play by Bruce Handu. A doubtful starter in the contest because of a knee injury suffered in the second semi-final. But he showed no ill effects today in difficult conditions for a full forward as the ball comes away. Griffiths has it. Shoots it out here towards the half-forward line. And up they go. Clark couldn't take the mark. In comes Thomas. Ball's knocked back into play there. Again, Clark comes through. Couldn't handle the ball. Gives it across there to
chance.
Whoever it is, and it's Mark Adams. He gives it an hand. They're going now. It's Goldsmith. A bit late, son, to yell out, go goalie. You're 8 down. Ball comes to 4 line. Could have been in the back, and he's paid it.
Who hasn't heard the whistle? Look at him go. Oh, I think you're taking it off, you dickhead. Oh, it's on.
Trick.
Yeah, that dirty bastard.
Give him one.
Take it off him, you fat loser. Where's his umpire from, Jono?
I don't know, but he's Oh, well, I wouldn't worry.
I think he's from another planet.
He is.
Glenn Westland, his last game of footy, will it, Jono, do you think? He's been a bit of a stalwart for the Donald Club.
He certainly has. His age, how old is he? 43, no?
43. Number 13 he is. He's kicked it.
Yeah, an uncle. He's not even Glenn Westland. He's 35. Yeah, they cheated there a bit. They took 10 off.
Yeah.
Anyway, he's punched it through. Could we see a most amazing comeback at the 10-minute mark? 5 goals, 6.
Well, the only way they could come back, Graham, if they got a hold of those tablets that St.Arnaud boys had at half-time, the Viagra.
Yep.
That might get them up, but I can't see it at this stage.
No, other can I. I'm just trying to work out the scoreboards.
Oh, who cares? They're well in front.
42, 42, 42, 52. Still 53 points up.
The fat lady's got to be stinging now, Graham. Are they? Adelaide's on top.
Yeah, arseholes. Jesus, you get rid of one of them today and bloody another one of them gets up over there.
Exactly. His needs to get in the ruck.
Up they go. Sun's nearly in the eye.
That.
Got it again.
Look at
Got
that.
it out of the ruck.
Jeez,
Goes
he
from
can play
handball.
footy, that
Beautiful. Over the top to Steve Clossy. Goes into the forward line. Up they go. Off the top of the pack. Goes back to Donald. Tackled hard there by Hayden Hamilton. Ball comes back to the centre of the ground. McLean's in there after it. Grabbed there by Morgan. Morgan to Cashin. Cashin's hardly at it in this second half. And the ball comes out here, and I can't see through these jokers. And it goes out of bounds on the out forward line.
There's Eddie McNichol. Only played about 12 premierships, Eddie. Kicked about bloody 100 torpedo goals on the St.Arnaud ground over the years.
Gives it out here, and going towards the ball is Simon McLean. And the ball goes over the boundary line and out of bounds. And the crowd
Well, the sting's
roar.
really gone out of Donald Graham. We had the old butterflies right until about 15 minutes of that third quarter, but once St.Arnaud got on top, that was it, wasn't it, really?
They served it up in the first half with their pace, and they were quite physical.
Needs has got it again. How many kicks
I don't know. We haven't got the stats, man.
What a
He's still
mature
strength.
game for a young fella.
Moves around, plays on, heads for home, and bangs through another one for a point.
It's hit the post. That's about the third or fourth time we've hit the post.
Long, long, long point.
Long point. Long time ago.
Yeah. So
here we go.
Ball
it's kicked in straight towards Daniel Nudes. What they're trying to do at this stage, Graham, they're trying to see how often Nudes can get the ball. Donald are trying to kick it to him.
That'd be probably their tactic.
Yeah, they do some strange things up there, Johnny.
Pretty handy one, actually. I like it.
Yeah, it's a good tactic.
Yeah. Ball is in St.Arnaud's forward pocket. It's hard to see through these people here, but bear with us. Bales goes in very hard. Tackles Griffiths, nearly holding the ball against Griffiths. The Saints are going in after the cherry at the stage as the ball comes down into the centre of the ground. Up they go. Oh, there's a raffle at here, and taking the mark there is Westcott.
He's played a fair game too, Graham, in the centre.
He had a good second half as the ball comes up here towards the
it's a good mark.
A beautiful mark is taken there.
That's Hayden Hamilton, I think. Geez, he'll be savouring the moment. Hayden Hamilton, wouldn't he be savouring the moment?
He certainly will.
As you said, he was a man on the mission this year. He actually contacted the St.Arnaud club saying that he was keen to come back with his brother Shane, and he stuck to his commitment all year, and he's come up for nothing. He's played a lot of footy, VFA footy. He's been all around the traps, been a good footballer for a lot of years, played very well with the Warraneen Footy Club up in the Mid-Murray, and he's come back home to play his final year, and he stuck it straight through the middle.
That will be his second or third.
Well, Hayden, all I can say, son, is all that travelling up the highway this year has certainly been well worth it. And won't parents Bruce and Marie be very proud at the moment, Graham, and happy that the boys were able to get home and play a year together for the Saints.
Yeah, Bruce will be a proud old man. I
think he'll have a beer tonight?
Today. Bruce, no, he's been offered for a fair period of time, actually.
Has he?
Yeah, since last night.
Right.
And
needs again.
Knocked
Needs
down to
McLean.
McLean.
How many times have you seen that today? Needs to McLean. Yeah. The thing I like about Needs' game, Graham, is if he can't knock the ball in the ruck, he grabs the bloody thing and handballs it out.
Yeah.
You know, I've seen him do that about 5 or 6 times today.
He certainly has. I'm just wondering what's wrong with Big Hilly. Must have hurt himself somewhere along the line, because we haven't seen him since half-time. Anyway, the ball comes out of the middle and straight down the throat of Alistair Egan. Gets it across to Todd. Todd fumbles a bit and eventually gets a high tackle. And gets up.
That's an interesting headband there, Graham.
Certainly is.
He hasn't got much hair, but it must be, you know.
Try and wrap it up quick after the bloody game because I wouldn't mind going out in the middle.
Righto.
Yeah.
It's a lovely kick.
Oh,
that's the mark of the day. That is the mark of the day from McLean. What a sensational grab.
What's this serve? Coast.
Serve coast.
Maintenance.
What a mark. That is the mark of the day. McLean catapulted himself into the air, hung there, Graham, and took a one grabber.
Yes, and he ended up getting air sick. Where's this come from? Across the top. Over there's young McNally. Couldn't get the ball.
He was as high as Joe Cocker, was he? Or Kevin Ward?
Oh, he was higher than Joe Cocker.
Was he high? It was as high as Kevin Ward be at the moment.
Wardy'd be very high at the moment. He's probably had a full bottle of that stuff. Goes across the handball. Goes across here again to McLean.
McLean got one high.
Not paid. The ball comes out here to the half-forward line, running there in pursuit of the ball.
Oh, who cares who it is? I can hear something in the background, Jono. Yeah? She's starting to sing. That lady, she was humming. You remember? There it is. There it is. She's starting to sing. What's she singing? Oh, when the Saints go marching in. Oh, when the Saints go marching in.
Bloke here wants your autograph. Do you want me pen?
Yeah, he should be queuing up. Jono, really?
Don't bother, mate. He can't write.
I think Needs might have it again.
My God, Father. What a game this kid's played.
Jeez.
If he doesn't get... What's this medal they give him? If he doesn't get the medal, well, I'll give him one.
Combined Norm Smith, bloody Brownlow medal.
Gives it a hand. He plays on, shoots it into the forward line. Up they go.
Oh, that's
very,
a fair
very
mark.
good and talented mark there has been taken by Mark Westerland for Donald right in deep in St.Arnaud's attacking zone. He comes out here to the half-forward line. Up they go. Nearly a mark there to Izard. Izard turns around the corner, kicks it off the corner. I don't know who's going to get it, but I know who it is. He's got it again. That'll be mark number 20.
No, he's taken more than 20. I've never seen a guy dominate a game like this ever, Graham.
He has absolutely taken by the scruff of the neck. A beautiful kick up. Oh, nearly a mark to Hando. Oh, nearly a grab there to... I can't see through these joggers. Cashin comes out for rare after half-time possession, and thank you. Oh, beautiful this beer. And... over the mountain line and goes right in front of
after watching the second semi-final, Graham, I thought young Needy was the best player on the ground that day, and he's butted up again with another BOG in the grand final.
Played a perler.
He's played an absolute perler.
In from the mountain, way it comes Griffiths. He can give it a go.
Hang on, I bet you kicks to Needy. Hang on.
Hang on, yeah, you're right. You nearly got it. Grabbed by Alistair Egan, gives it to Sean Burge, who's been solid. Burge runs around his opponent, kicks it out to, he can raffle it out here. Bales has got it. He'll give it on to Ram Ahoy. Rammer will head for home. A long kick up here towards the forward line, and Hando. And Hando has taken the mark. The league's leading goal kicker in 1998 will line up 25 metres out on a 45-degree angle. Might be more acute than that, but who gives us stuff? Because he'll still
Where'd you get the cans from, John? Wouldn't mind another one.
Things come to me.
What, you had to buy it?
Oh, jeez.
See, that's why it tastes so good, Grant.
You know, only $2 at Charlton. For in Donald, that'd been $4.
You'd never buy one in Donald, though, would you? Would you ever buy a beer in Donald?
Oh, only if you won.
Oh, if you won, I guess you would,
yeah. Oh, there's a free kick. Not paid, you idiot.
Daniel Needs again.
Yeah, gives it across to...
David Clossy.
Dave. Ooh, solid bump.
Jason Westcott.
By Cody to Westcott. Westcott forward. Brooks takes it off the pack. Runs out of the fence. Donald haven't even had it across the centre this quarter. Comes down here and again getting the ball is Hoofer. Hoofer with a look-away handball that was looking away because the blokey handball was looking away. And a free kick goes there to...
That's Alistair Egan. He's played a good game.
Yeah, Alistair's been solid.
Alistair's been a good player for the club, Graham. You know, like he
coached. He goes and a beautiful mark. Who was that?
Shane Hamilton. He's been right up there amongst the best players.
Gives it across to
Hoofer,
who shoots a pass in here to Poodle, who goes on the left foot and kicks it up nowhere near the goals at this stage. And coming away there was Griffiths. He kicks the ball down here to the wing. It's very difficult to see through these people as we weave, twist and turn. This might be Clark. I don't know. I'm just guessing.
Yeah, have another one, you dickhead. Have a shot at him. He's gone too far. Pretty smart, Donald Grant. Yeah, pretty smart. They don't realise you can only run 10 metres.
He played a very good first half, that kid. He's young Clark. Yeah, he's only, what is he? He's only 17, I think. I know he was another
Yeah, his sister's a girl, though, Graham. That's why he's from Donald, right? Forget it.
Fair enough. To Cody from Westcott.
Geez, that's a lovely looking hair. That's a lovely hairdo there from Todd Cody.
That's a brilliant hairdo as he spears the pass
to
Stephen Clossy.
He's been solid all day too from Thomas.
Picked up off the pack from Thomas. Shoots the ball, no one home though for Saints. And the ball lobs in the arms there of Sachs. Taxes
Geez,
out a bit of it.
the boys on the bench will be pretty happy at the moment. I noticed that
certainly
Shovel manned up on Shane
And,
O'Shea today.
Straight down the throat of Todd Cody.
Todd Cody. Should slip it across to Nuji. Give it to Nuji. I want to see him take another mark.
Oh, well. They're yelling and screaming out there, telling each other where to go and what to do and how to do it. As the ball comes up here towards the forward on a very strong mark. And a piercing hand pass comes out to Cashin.
It's been quiet.
Kicks it down here to centre forward. Out they go. Knocked away there by Alistair Egan. Ball comes through. Nearly in the back. Not paid. Ball comes in and he'll bounce the ball. His big high tower, the umpire, comes in and says, they give it to me for the umpteenth time today.
I think about the only thing in the world to get Donald up at the moment is a bit of Monica Lewinsky, Graham, would you think?
Oh,
Would it take more than Monica?
Oh, it'd take a lot more than Monica, mate. It'd take all of Hugh Hefner's bloody job, I would suggest.
Right.
As spinning out of the pack for a belated goal. We get highly excited with that one was Mark Adams. And the crowd roar.
The crowd go absolutely berserk, Graham.
Crowd roar and I snore.
The crowd absolutely roar. Look, Andrew Pretty's been a stalwart of the club. It's good to see him still involved, Graham.
Pretty hard to see him out there.
Yeah, geez.
He looks like one of those bloody...
if he took that hat off, though, you'd certainly see him because he'd be shining. That dome of his, he's developed a dome.
You'd know him, but the thing is, he looks like one of those bloody roadside cops. You know,
he does.
Put the bloody
he's
slow sign up and all that sort of thing. What are you giving orders out there? You think he owned the bloody ground?
Exactly.
Huh?
Yeah, he's been a stalwart for the club. In 1978, 20 years ago, I think he may have been captain of the St.Arnaud under-16 side and played a great game. You know, like he's been here forever, Peach, and it's great to see him still involved with the club.
Loves his football, and he's an astute guy.
No, he's been tremendous. He's done a tremendous job for the club for a long, long period, and he'd be feeling enormously proud now.
He certainly would be. As we get excited again with the ball up, we better tell everyone the scoreboard. It's a 20-minute mark, and the St.Arnaud Footy Club 13-18 lead the Donald Footy Club 6 goals 5. That is a 42, and 13 is 50. What's that? 44. Eh?
Oh, it doesn't matter, 42, Graham. I was just
52. 57-point lead to the Saints.
50. That's a huge win in a grand final. A huge win after being very close to the half time. David Clossy, good mark.
Yeah, and goes on with the
his
job.
Left foot.
Onto the left
it's a
foot.
long kick.
Oh, it goes to no one in particular except the Donald bloke. Coming through there is Alistair Egan. It's knocked away from him. He charges in
work,
again,
Alistair.
tries to bullock his way through, and he gets pinned.
Yeah, that's
bullshit.
Anyway. Where did he pluck that from, Jono?
Oh, he feels sorry for him.
I reckon he's from Donald. Let the sunshine, Sunshine City are going down. Let the sunshine. He's gone for the barrel. Big deal.
That's a good one, though. Up there, Martin. Oh, he could have been paid that. Got the handball out. Shoots it out towards the boundary line. That kid there still wants your autograph, Frankie. And coming through there very, very hard for the Saints was
the kid's human, Graham. He's human.
He's human, yep.
His Nudes again in position. Jeez, he's covered some ground today, Nudes. Nudes and McLean seem to be at every contest. Look at that, straight out of the ruck and onto the boot. That's the sort of thing I was alluding to before.
I'd love to have his stats. I don't know...
I'd love to have his stats. I'd love to be his girlfriend tonight.
No, she's got no hope. You can't do it.
Did you know her?
No, I don't.
You got a girlfriend?
Well, he might have a lot tonight.
Oh, he'd be prime real estate in St.Arnaud tonight, Graham, wouldn't he?
He certainly will when he's laying prostrate at about 3 o'clock in the morning.
Oh, he hadn't got prostrate trouble, has he? That Viagra will sort that out. No, he's been absolutely sensational, and you know, like his father, you know, was nothing like the player that Daniel was, but played with a lot of heart, Johnny Nudes.
Oh, certainly did. Been a stalwart of the club too. Oh, but very brilliant goal umpire was.
Oh, great! A very emotional goal umpire.
Very emotional. I always said that when he put the two fingers up, he had an orgasm. As it comes out here to Thomas, who's pushed in the back, not paid.
Oh, look
Flicked
at
out there,
McNally.
goes to McNally.
He was prominent.
Kicks it here in front of Steve Clossy.
He's been a good player all day.
Yeah, we'll run in here and kick another one.
Hey, Jono, we've got a card to do. Don't forget that, mate.
Oh, that's easy. And the mark is taken there by whoever it is and who gives the rat's ass. That's exactly right.
Yeah, who gives a rat's ass? He's going to kick it to his brother Pig's ass. Oh, which just kicked.
Bloke down here, 198 yards away, yelling for it.
Yeah. Oh, they're pretty ambitious in Donald. They have been for a lot of years.
Exactly. McNally fighting for the ball there. We're still trying to see through these players. The St.Arnaud guy.
Westcott, he's been a good player.
Handball. Gives it across to Dave Clossy. He gives it across to
Stewie Egan. Everybody needs a little Egan on. Needs a little help to get the big job done. Get a good start to the day ahead. It only takes credit to go to Googie Egg. Oh, Everybody needs a little
He brought his
Egan on.
guitar with him. Unbelievable.
Got the Egan brothers. They used to be called the E-gasms at school. Lucky none of Tommy Organ's sons are playing. They'd be called what would they be called, Graham? The Organ. That'd be a bit hard to take.
Exactly. Oh, a nice little kick in here, and this poor fella's got it. Damien McCarty got a little bit of the ball as the sun comes out, shines in our eyes, and we can't see. But
the sun's shining at Charlton, but I tell you what, it'll be gone down in Donald.
Oh, it's gone down in Donald, all right. Izzard.
Izzard.
Izzard. He's not red-headed this one. Slips it across to Dave Clossy, who gives the handball to Todd Cody. He takes a week to find a teammate, and he's found who? No one. Up here towards our forward. I didn't mean that in the wrong quarter there, Todd. It was just that you were looking for someone to hit on the chest. And the ball's gone out of bounds in the forward pocket as the crowd start to leave, and unfortunately for them, they've got blue and white streamers on their collars as the umpire blows the whistle and gives a free kick to Clark of Donald.
Gee, it's been a big day for the St.Arnaud Footy Club, Graham.
Over to Brooks. Yeah, they've got 3 out of the 3.
Three out of the three. It's a great effort.
Oh, nearly a mark there to Rammer. Butters up. Oh, goes in well, does Todd. Knocks it into the open. In the van here is number 47, whoever he is. Oh, that's Brown. He played good early in the back.
No, it's Brown Eye.
They'll get Brown Eye, yeah. Well, he's caught. He gets a handball across. Oh, they fumble it. They're gone. Holding the ball umpire. Oh, number 47 said, I'll have another go. That is Brown. B-R-O-W-N. Brown. Poleaxe through the point post for a point. He got giddy trying to find a way through that pack, that fella.
Do you reckon these boys...
time on in the 1998 North Central Football League Grand Final as a chance starts to come up for the St.Arnaud
Hang on. Who's got it?
Mark number 22.
Over to Alistair Regan.
Over to Alistair. Onto the left
can't
foot.
believe it. Stephen Clossy, all bad luck.
And into the middle. I was waiting for a bit of an altercation.
Do you reckon McLean will try to even up anywhere, Graham?
I don't think
is there any old scores to settle?
I don't think he knew who did it, but you know where the evening up is?
On the scoreboard?
Sitting over there on that scoreboard.
Good call. Who gives a rat's ass is going to line up and have a shot now, Jono?
You can't kick that from there.
Hell no.
Bernie Quinlan. Shit, he might be.
No, he's missed it. He's missed it. That's sad.
Yeah.
That's sad.
Very, very sad. That stuff there. Come back up, and they're only 9 down now.
Yeah.
7:42. Yeah, about that. About 10 down. 10 down.
Geez, St.Arnaud boys be celebrating here in about 3 or 4 minutes' time, Jono.
Yeah,
she's all over. Hang on.
Hello. I got a headache, buddy.
Drag him off. I'll drag that knees off there now.
No.
That boy outmarked him. It's the first time for the day.
Yeah, he's getting tired. That's why.
No, he can't be tired.
Arms and fingers.
Exactly. He's worn out his hands and he's worn out his feet. What a mature game from the kid. It's absolutely sensational.
Big kick towards the forward line. We'll wait for the pack to fly. Up they go. Ball comes down. Donald Blair spoil them. Thomas knocks it towards the boundary line. And over it goes and out of play. It is 28 minutes gone.
Johnny Love will be a pretty happy boy over there, Jono.
He's very intense, John.
Yeah, Louis, him and Louis work together to get things set up to improve the culture around the club, and they've done that this year. They really have. They've dragged the club together, and he'll be a very proud boy at the moment. I know for a fact that they were working very, very hard for the club in October, November last year. They wanted to get things right. Once Shovel put his hand up to help Louis out, help the St.Arnaud Footy Club out, they've worked extremely hard.
You arsehole.
And the thing is, they've got their just reward today.
He just tried to push Steve Clossy straight through the crowd, knocked half the bloody old ladies and bloody people over here. Have a look.
Oh, he's a dickhead.
Through the bloody rails, the fence and everything. You dirty prick.
Finish him off.
Who was it?
Steve Clossy.
Yeah, but who pushed him?
Some arsehole there. Square it up, Saints! Oh, sorry, I'm not allowed to do that. Out of bounds.
It won't worry him. It won't worry him. He'll be all right. He'll be all right.
Who's he yelling at?
He was just telling the bloke to have a look at the scoreboard, which is probably a pretty fair call. Hey?
Hurt some spectators as well.
It's a sad thing to see something like that happen in grand final, John. But that's just typical bloody Donald bullshit.
Square it up.
Steve Clossy again out of the
Gives
pack
it out
to
Ramahoy. Ramahoy across
Hamilton.
to Hayden Hamilton. Holding the man, not paid by the umpire. He goes in after it again, hooks it in. And
ring the bell,
Haytar
ring the
comes in
bell.
and put them out of their misery.
Jesus, it's a bloody... That's a shame if something like that happened, Graham. But anyway, that's that's their loss, isn't it?
That's, you know. Well,
Ramahoy, he's played a good game today,
yeah,
Ramahoy. He's done
solid.
his bit.
Needs he there. He's a bit stuffed, the poor boy, but I shouldn't say poor boy. He's been absolutely sensational.
He's been rich in possession
coming
today.
in nicely. Got it across, did Clossy to Martin, who's been steady.
I hope that Daniel Needs decides to go right on at the game, Johnny, because he could be...
Shot it up here to, I don't know what it was, the sun's in my eyes. The ball's knocked to the ground. Coming in for the last kill of the Saints. There's only a minute or two to go in the 1998 grand final. The ball comes down here to centre half forward. Martin went over the top, couldn't take the mark. Hoy down that tackle and they wiped that guy right out. And the umpire says a free kick. He's looked at the scoreboard and said it's easy for me now. I'd play a few doubtful ones, but it won't make any difference to the result.
Exactly. Now, just getting back to Daniel Needs, it'd be interesting to see...
Here he is again.
Oh, Jesus, I can't believe that. I can't believe it.
Mark
He's
number
taken
23.
Eddie, how many marks the young Needs taken, you reckon? Jeez, he's taken a lot.
Be in the 20.
Big day, isn't he?
And kicks it out here to McLean.
Oh, well, you know, there's been a lot of good players for St.Arnaud today, Johnny.
After half-time.
Yeah, after half-time, but none better than Daniel Needs over the 4 quarters.
Four quarters, exactly. Him and McLean were the two 4-quarter players.
Yeah.
Spinning out the packs Westland and they
I think you'd have to put Shane Hamilton
nearly...
in that bracket as well, because I think that his possessions are so telling, aren't they?
Oh, they're definitely telling. Normally they're a goal or a goal to a teammate that he brings into the play. Coming through, there's Burge. Dumps his opponent down on the ground. And in the dying seconds of the 98 grand final, I'm getting stuffed. I got a headache.
You've done a great job today, John.
Forward to the
celebrations,
proceedings. I certainly are.
You going to have a beer, John, tonight?
Well,
there it goes.
The
fat lady has seen.
There it is.
Let's watch the celebrations for a minute, John.
Let the celebrations begin. 1998 North Central Football League Premiership winners, the St.Arnaud Football Club, decisively.
Go, Donald. What a
13-19. Yeah, go home. To 6 goals.
No,
8.
don't, mate.
To 6 goals, 8. That is a 42-52. But anyway, somewhere around 55 points.
Let's just say it's 7 goals, 11, Jono. They've won by
7 goals. Well, that's 42. That's 53-point wins to the St.Arnaud Football Club.
53. Who made number 53 famous for the St.Arnaud Footy Club?
Oh, he's a living legend. He coached the premiership today.
He did. Kay Ward. What a player he's been for the club.
I think, Frankie, will have a reasonably quick wrap-up here, because personally I wouldn't mind going out there and shaking a few hands and saying congratulations.
Yeah, I agree with you, John.
We'll...
She said, the guy, just look at that in the centre of the ground now, Louis. Wouldn't he be happy at the moment? He put his hand up. He put his hand up a couple of years ago to do the job.
And righto, best players, Frank. We'll go through the best players and we'll quickly do those awards.
Yep.
And call it a day. This
guy
might want he's got it on the guys there. The song is being sung.
Listen to that. The mark of the day would have to go to Simon McLean. You'd agree with that?
Yeah, the Surf Coast Property Maintenance mark of the day goes to Simon McLean, and that award, Frank, is
it's just $50, a quick $50.
A $50 award goes to Simon McLean. Now, the feeling seedy goal of the day, well, we had some contenders there. There was 2 great ones from Shane Hamilton, 2 great ones from as the coach gets hoisted into the air. He said to Shovel, I believe, that if we lose, I'm good for 3 days on the piss. If we win, I'm good for 8.
Geez, that's a fair call.
Yeah, I reckon it might be 12 by the look of him out there. And anyway, the feeling seedy goal of the day, we had Matty Thomas's 2 great goals and Shane Hamilton with 2 great goals, but I think we'd agree, Frank, the first goal of the match from in the hard scoring pocket from Shane Hamilton.
Just a quick grab out of the air onto the foot, and he meant it. It went straight through the middle, and that was
sensational.
That was a what you call a reflex goal, and it was the goal of the day. And he played a great game today too, Shane Hamilton.
He certainly did, and he will get the carton of the Feeling Seedy Revived drink. Perhaps I should give it to him tonight, and a Feeling Seedy cap. Now, the John Lovell Sand, Soil and Gravel play of the day. The winner of that gets a metre of coarse sand. Frankie, after half-time, there was lots of plays of the day. But the one that really impressed me was young Nathan McNally in that third quarter there, where he actually had to go for the ruck knock. Followed up, stole the ball off his opponent.
Then handballed it over to Stewie Egan in the square.
Handballed it over. And of course, Stewie Egan, when he crashed two opponents here at St.Arnaud Ford and rammed home a long
And
goal.
I thought McLean did a beautiful shepherd, set it up for a goal.
He's got one. We can't give it all to him.
We can't give him another.
He gets paid anyway.
Exactly. So you'd have to go with young McNally for that. I thought he had a very big impact on the game.
His old man would probably be able to use the metre, of course, seeing out in the farm more than Stewie Egan could in his backyard, which has 3 foot of grass. By the way, Stewie is still walking around calling umpires Your Honour. We haven't really worked out the reasons for that.
Exactly.
Perhaps they're obvious. We'll ask him, his teammates, and they might be able to tell us. John Hopper comes.
All right, Graham, I'm going to do the hard job. Right, I'm going to pick the best player on the ground. It's a very hard job, but I'm going to go with it. I'd say it has to be Daniel Needs, but now you're going to have to follow up with the rest. It's daylight. There's been a lot of good players today, but
no,
Daniel Needs,
not daylight.
Not
daylight. I thought Simon McLean was you know, he was not far away. I thought he played a top game. After half-time, most of the Saints played good games. I was very impressed with young Martin at centre.
I thought he did a great job down there at centre half.
Very
I tell you who else I reckon did a good job too is young the full back. He gives nothing away, does he? He's a miser, that guy.
Yes, young Birch. He's had a top year. Wessie after half-time. I don't know what happened to Hilly, but he had a good first half. Alistair Egan was solid all day.
Good game from Alistair.
Stewie after half-time.
Well, Shane Hamilton. We mentioned Shane Hamilton, but he's right up there.
Shane was in the top half a dozen.
Stephen Clossy.
Yeah, Todd Cody after half-time. Steve Clossy was
very
good. Rammer after half-time.
Yeah.
Carl Every, Richie Bowles. So Matty Thomas was an excellent second half.
Do you think we could sum it up by saying it's a great team effort?
Great team effort. I haven't missed any of them. If I have, my apologies. I believe that we've got some awards to fill out.
Yep.
And
we'll do that off camera, Graham, will we?
Yeah, we will. We'll wind this up, Frankie, by saying that the red-hot favourites, Headsville, have defeated
the Sunshine.
Let
the sun shine. Let the sun shine.
Very, very decisively. In the end, it's a shame. Oh, by the way, I was about to mention the best players for Donald. Oh, there was none. And
I reckon who gives a rat's ass was the best player, and who cares come second.
Exactly. And the
Wolford didn't play bad, John.
His lung. Yeah, he did all right. Barricking over there. 13-19 St.Arnaud to 6 goals 8 Donald. That's the 1998 North Central Football League Grand Final from Frankie Scarce and Graham Johnson. We thank you for watching and listening to this video full of crap bullshit and a fantastic result.
Yep, for the club. And as I said earlier on in the piece, sad day for Donald, a beautiful day for mankind.
And exactly.
And can I just say, Graham, that as I said, I don't want to sort of harp this, but I just hope that we're sitting here in 10 years' time or thereabouts, and we're celebrating that St.Arnaud have won.
I'm just waving to my wife.
Five out of the last 10. Judith Johnson, what's she cooking for tea tonight, Jono?
I won't be there.
You won't be there?
Don't bother cooking.
Jono, I'm not coming over to tea. So thanks very much for the opportunity, Jono, to speak with you today. I've been in revered company, and I'd like to congratulate you on your call.
So have I. Not often do I have to sit down with a Feeney medalist of high esteem, and
in his own mind,
and do this call. And in finishing up, ladies and gentlemen, again we repeat the score, 13-19, a decisive thumping over Donald, 6 goals 8. Congratulations to the coaches Simon McLean and John Hill. Congratulations to the selection panel of John Lovell, Andrew Petrie and Tony Hull. And congratulations to the president of the club, Ian Lewis. Louis,
and his hard-working committee.
And his hard-working committee. I've been there 2 or 3 times. Couldn't get there, pal, but you've done the job. Good luck to you. Enjoy it all and savour it. And when you're watching this, I hope you're having another beer. From Frankie Scarce and Graham Johnson, in the 1998 North Central Football League Grand Final, we say hooroo and let's get on the piss.
Let's go.
Andy Griffiths, our regional manager, to present the VCFL medallion. Yeah, thanks very much, Neil, and congratulations to St.Arnaud on their outstanding year. This NCFL medal for best player, as decided by our esteemed judges, goes to St.Arnaud coach Simon McQueen.
Just before we go on to the medallions, for individual medallions for the players of the St.Arnaud Football Club, I'd like to announce that the Rookie of the Year has gone to David Clark of Donald.
What's wrong with David McNally?
Just hand over to his father to get to read out the names of the St.Arnaud Footy Club, and I'll present the medallion. Well done, fellas. First player up we've got is number 1, S. Burge. Number 7, it's Egan. Number 15, Pete Cody. Number 29, H. Hamilton. Number 8, B. Ezra. Number 28, N. McNally.
Rookie of the year! Rookie of the year! Yes!
Number 12, Wes McLean. powerhouse for us all year, and capped it off with a great win. Congratulations, fellas, and here's your cup. Thank you.
Like to give our commiserations to Donald for losing, or getting beat today. But we're pretty bloody happy to win it. The league's really lifted the standard this year. We thought, overall, for us to win 3 players out of 4, it's nothing short of bloody sensational for us. Some of these young blokes that have come back up here to play footy for no dough, only the incentive, blokes like Daniel Needs, today was a sensation. Just before I finish, for the players nationally and the supporters and the whole St.Arnaud town, whoever else wants to come, umpires included, come back to the St.Arnaud town hall and we'll paint the town around a bit. But to Snake and Hilly, the place who we appointed coach to look after this rather rough heat, they've done a great job. And it's all come to this. Yeah, thanks a lot. Thanks, Louis. Thank you everyone for coming today. First of all, thank you to the umpires on the top job. Thanks to everybody for coming along and making it such a successful day. To the committee of the St.Arnaud Football Club, well done on a very fine job throughout the year. They knew what they wanted and they wanted to change a few things. And I'd just like to thank the committee for the opportunity to coach the St.Arnaud Football Club. Congratulations to the every grade. I'm calling Balance and making the grand final. Well done to the under-16, the reserves and the seniors. It's the rewards of a lot of hard work, and it just shows that you can reap rewards if you get the hard work. Well done, players. Make the most of it. Enjoy it. Thanks to Hilly. He's been a great help for me this year. Shirley and the family for supporting me throughout the year. Thanks, everyone, and let's go. Just make a reminder, we thank Chris and my family too. Well done, fellas. Get on the video game, boys. Let's go! Enjoy this, the left runner, come on! Come on, boys, let's go! Oh, what's that? I got him down. Got your turn out of my favorite. Hey,